Morning. That song is called Rip Off, by the way, by Jesse, for anyone that was wondering. Hi. My voice. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hello, chat. Hello, chat. How are we doing this lovely morning? How are we doing? Oh, yeah. Twitch viewers, you may have noticed something different. The channel point icon has changed. The art that we finally, after 4 years of streaming, have art. Courtesy of JPEG is me, my lovely mod. Thank you. Everyone say thank you. It's awesome, and I love it. So, if you scroll down into the credits section of my Twitch, their link should be there. So, yeah, hi. I missed you so much. I was gone a day. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate you missing me. I appreciate it, chat. I appreciate it. Hi. Hi, guys. Hello. Thank you, Milk, for the membership. Thank you so much. Hi. Okay, make sure you say thank you if you get memberships and gifted subs, okay? Okay. Yes. Can I get a yes, yes, cap caboodle from all of you? All right. We need to be grateful here. I'm training you all to be great. Training. I'm disciplining you all to be grateful for what you have. It's very important. Oh my God. Okay. I need to continue drinking my matcha for a second because I got up really late because I got up at 7 a.m. and I was like, oh, it's 7 a.m. I want to go back to sleep. And then I got up, like, normally for reference, it's 9 a.m. for me right now. Normally I got up at 8:30 and then I get ready and have breakfast and then I stream at 9. But I woke up because, I don't know, I guess, because I like muted my alarm, I guess, when at 7 because I thought it wasn't gonna, anyway, I woke up at like 8:50. So I had to like quickly rush to make myself breakfast and like do stuff. So I'm still gonna be eating because I have rice crackers because that's my breakfast. I had Vegemite earlier, but I have rice crackers. It's great. It's really great. Anyway, you might have seen the title. I'm in a bit of a pickle. I'm a bit broke at the moment. So we're going to be dealing with that. Is this music loud for anyone else? Okay, let me turn it on. Crunch, crunch. I'm in a bit of a pickle. I'm in a little bit of a pickle. So, shall we hop on and see what's going on? Oh, LIFESTEAL SMP. Oh, LIFESTEAL SMP. How you are. Milk, thank you again for the gifted. Thank you. Thank you so much. Here we go. So, yeah. Oh. Don't go for me, man. You got food in there. Don't even. But yeah, I kind of ran out of food. So I'm eating rotten flesh as food until I can get these melons to get more ammo. I can't believe they disabled fucking string dupers, dude. It's so bad. It's how the fuck do you just wait for the melons to grow? How the fuck am I meant to get thank you, Soft Carl, for the prime. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yippee. God. So I'm broke, chat. I'm really broke and I have to eat rotten flesh. Can you believe that? I have full enchanted diamond gear and I have to eat rotten flesh. God, what does my life come to on the server? What does my life come to on the server? There's a tripwire duper? A tripwire duper. Does that... Can you sell tripwires? New Capcoin looks amazing. Doesn't it? It's so cute. I love it. Okay, but yeah, I've been eating fucking rotten flesh. Oh, shit. I've been eating fucking rotten flesh. But, which has been great. Honestly, it's more sustainable than melon, if I'm gonna be honest. It actually, I'm only killing you because I need your meat. No, okay, that sounds really weird. Not because I care about the villagers. I'd happily watch the villagers perish. But, you know, here we are. Here we are. Yippee! All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. God. Bread farm. Yeah, but bread farm requires crafting, which is too much effort. I'd much rather just like... Wait, does it? I mean, I guess there's probably redstone ones, right? But I don't know if I'm... Please, don't jump in there again. We need an iron golem around here. Here we go. They just keep duplicating. I guess that's part of like the Minecraft thing, but you get to watch me be broke, chat. On every server I'm in some kind of predicament that's bad. Every fucking server. Hello. Hi. Hello. 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 Ow. Whoops. Why did I say ow? I have a habit of that. Whenever something bad happens, whether it's painful or not, I always say ow. And I have no idea why. I have absolutely no clue why. Kaja! Hi. I hope you enjoyed this. Okay, for reference, like just before stream, I was like, fuck, I miss Kaja. I hope he's doing well. So I decided to text him and I didn't expect him to text me back immediately. I thought that like he would see it like during stream, maybe after stream, so I could like talk to him afterwards when I actually had like time to, but he saw it instantly and I was like, oh, Shit, I love talking to Kaja and I want to talk to Kaja, but I don't have time. I have to go live now. And I was like, I'm so sorry. This is a horrible time to start a conversation with you. I love you, but I have a job to do. I'm so sorry. But that was funny. So that's what happened previously. That was the start of my day. Oh, my good friend Kabuto. Listen, I just wanted to talk to you. I didn't think you would respond immediately. I'm not used to people responding immediately. I didn't think you would. So I was like, it's fine. I'll just text him so he sees it like while I'm live or something. Oh my God. I was literally just being like, hey man, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I miss you. Can we hang out sometime soon? I was actually going to ask you if you wanted to play on fucking how the fuck? You know that one server that we're both on that you came on, complained that I was gone and then I left? That's fair. 9% of these fucking Minecraft creators don't rely at all. Yeah. See? The Kaya left server. Yeah, that one. I was going to say, do you want to play on that later? Not tomorrow because it's LIFESTEAL session, but day after that. Because I'm gonna be streaming day on, day off of all of them because I like that server a lot too. But thank you for the $1. I thought you meant broke IRL for a minute. Thank you for the $1. I appreciate that. That's funny. Brayden, thank you. I hope I'm saying your name right, but that's really funny. My cat is so meowy. What? Oh, she's gonna come sit on my lap. Here we go. I had to get back to my shirt. It's too overwhelming for me. I ain't no modded player. There's too much shit. That's fair. Azora. Did I say that right? Orza. Aza? Or thank you. Thank you. That's fine. I'm not really a modded player either, Contra. I just like, do you want a VC? No one else is on. So I'm not gonna have to dip to do lore or anything because I think everyone else that I normally do lore with is on a trip right now. So where's my good friend Kaja? Hi, my good friend Kaja.
Perfect.
What?
This is perfect. Free advertisement. I love that.
Oh my God, you're
fantastic.
such a
Carry
prick.
on the Cap Caboodle
You're
stream.
such a prick. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's just because I'm broke and I have no one else to talk to.
That's fair. No, that's entirely fair. I would.
Dude,
if I've got no one to talk to on my server, like if I'm on Ministry or something and I've got no cool person to talk to, I would also just ring up Santa. Out of necessity or anything.
Bro, they'd fucking got rid of string dupers in this version of Minecraft, and I'm so upset about it. Yeah,
they did.
I have to farm melons for emeralds.
Is LIFESTEAL like? Does
it got updated?
Patches?
It doesn't update every patch, but it updates like every significant patch. So it's 1.21.4 right now.
Oh, of course. That explains why you guys are always like so capable of making like the fucking. You know, like if there's a new glitch, then I know if I'm okay. Listen, I'm of the old age of the internet. Right? I get that all of your fucking viewers, like, I get that all of these people here haven't seen like a fucking proper movie, but watch like Digital Circus instead of like media. I'm kidding.
Digital Circus is fucking great. Don't even.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. I'm trying to say the people here in your chat probably relatively young. So unlike X, the everything app, I use Reddit a lot as well, and the Minecraft sphere on Reddit is relatively big still. So like glitches and stuff like that, they get put on there. So like occasionally I just scroll through Reddit through the Minecraft tab and I see a new glitch. I'm like, that's funny. And then like 4 streams later, I see a Prince Zam stream and this motherfucker is doing the thing I saw on Reddit. I was like, how are you doing this? I don't. But that explains it because they're updating to significant patches.
No, the update is that they are also on Reddit and they also see the things you see and then they just do them instantly.
Yeah, I fucking get them.
I should do that, but I also can't bring myself to go on Reddit.
That's fair. That's very fair.
I can't. I cut myself off Twitter as well. I'm just like, I'm not going on any social media. I go on Instagram occasionally to look at dumb photos of bacon waffles, and that's about it.
Dude, bacon, like, I've never spoken to bacon waffles in my entire life, all right? Mm-hmm. So take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. Mm-hmm. Is he LifeSteal's biggest NPC, or does someone beat him? Okay. Because he feels like he is.
What do you mean does someone... Oh, at being an NPC? Okay. So
yeah, being an NPC.
Bacon... Okay. What he does wise, like his actual skill, maybe, but his personality, absolutely not. He is the most critical motherfucker I have ever met. Like, it's so funny. Bacon's opinion is like, I think the opinion that I fucking respect like the most out of anyone about, if Bacon says something is good, then it's fucking amazing, because he is so critical about everything.
Okay, before I agree with what you just said, let me check if Bacon follows me on Twitter. He doesn't. I disagree with what you just said. I've got no. You know who actually finally? Clownfish finally followed me on Twitter.
Really?
Motherfucker, I have been speaking to this guy for a year now, and he finally followed me back. What a piece of shit.
That's so
no, I'm kidding. I love you,
funny.
Clown.
That's so funny.
I think I never told your chat this story. Chat, Caboodle chat. Like, listen. It was Clown's birthday, and I wanted to wish him a happy birthday. He didn't follow me on Twitter. I couldn't DM him. I thought, you know what? I'll add him on Discord. I know he's got like a lot of friend requests, but occasionally, surely he'll check that.
Nope.
6 months pass, and I still hadn't gotten the fucking accepted. He didn't deny it either. It was just pending for half a year.
Yep.
So then he added me, and then I wished him a happy birthday. After 6 months. And then I wished him a happy birthday.
I think a lot of us, I especially, just never ever check my friend requests ever.
Oh no, and
Someone has specifically asked me. Because okay, here's the funny thing though, is that I've been hesitant to say this on stream because I'm worried it's going to encourage people, but I'm going to say it because it's funny. I always get the pings that people have sent me friend requests. Always. The notification always comes up on my computer.
Annoying.
But I just ignore all of them. But I like to see like the number in my pending go up.
I'm the exact opposite. Every single time I get a friend request from, like, if it's like it happens way more with you than with me, obviously, but if there's like somebody that watches my shit and they join my Discord and they send me a friend request, I get it in my inbox and I look at it and go, I really don't want to decline it to be mean, but I'm not accepting it. But I cannot live with a permanent red 1. I need to get rid of it. I need to get rid of this 1. This annoying ass fucking pimple that is on my timeline because somebody sent me a friend request. So yeah, it's frustrating as hell. But yeah, take no offense to it, people. I just don't know you, so I'm not adding you.
Well, for me, it's like, I don't know, when it gets to like over 1,000, I have 1K plus, so it's sort of like,
yeah,
I'm
no,
just kind of used
understand.
to it. It just kind of sits there.
I think I'm just gonna commission someone to make me a script where I can just auto decline, and then if somebody wants me to send me one, I'll just turn it off really fast.
For a second. Yeah,
yeah,
that's really
just
funny.
Run a script for it. Yeah.
That's so funny.
I can't count that high. That would make sense. You're in Caboodle's chat.
What the fuck? My chat is actually not that young. Thank you very much. My YouTube chat maybe, but my Twitch chat actually isn't. I had a conversation with them about this yesterday. So, fuck you guys. Fuck you. I'm so broke, Kaja. I'm farming melons for emeralds because I don't have enough. Yeah.
On everything, I thought you were about to talk about being broke in real life, and I was going to shut you up so fast.
No, oh my god. In Minecraft, I would never go on about that. Oh my god.
I imagine. Kaja is the fuck you guy confirmed.
Yeah, you are the fuck you guy.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't think you're gonna meet anyone else that gets to that status.
Bacon waffles.
Why are some of the spots in your melon farm not filled in? Why are they?
Because I didn't build this. I just found it.
Okay, so fix that, or I will find a way to log on this. You are farming.
I don't want to
just place a melon. Place a melon, and mine it with your sword, and then make that into seeds, and then fill the empty spots in.
God, you are so much of me. You are so much of me, Kaja.
You are the reason I have no hope in the future generation. I teach, and the fact that you're someone with a work ethic I can respect, but shit like this you can't do. Who just added me on Discord because I was talking about it? Get the fuck out. No, absolutely not.
That's funny. Oh. That's really funny. That's really funny.
I don't want to be mean. Chat, me and Caboodle are friends. I'm being mean to her because it is silly and funny, and it makes for fantastic content. And I'm mean to the chat because, well, truthfully, I don't know you guys. So I don't know.
They don't give you money. You don't have to be nice to them.
I'm never going to run into any of you in real life. The consequences of me telling you to go fuck yourselves are quite literally zero. So might as well do it.
Wow, internet bullying.
Okay, I'm being a little bit mean. Your chat is like. let's be real. The lifesteal chats are awful.
It's better than the lifesteal community. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of the lifesteal community, it's one of the
100%.
better ones.
100%. You have one of the better chats out of the entire lifesteal community.
Give me a second.
100%.
I got money. I'm gonna cut you off so I can say thank you. Thank you, Bray.
Okay, that's
Bray.
fine.
Thank you. Do we know who killed Main? We're like 90% sure it was SB, but we don't actually fully know.
What?
SB killed Main Pair.
Who killed main pair?
SB 737. Sonic Boom.
Oh, the penguin guy.
The penguin.
Yeah. I'm with
There
you.
you go. You know.
Dude, can I admit something? I wanted to make a tweet
yes.
about this because I thought it would pop off, but I didn't want the creator to be upset with me. So,
what is this gonna be? Okay.
I was watching Pangy's. I think it's the first one. Pangy's like roast of lifesteal video from like months ago.
Yeah.
Like from like the summer.
Yeah.
I finally watched it. It's funny as hell. It's a good one. And then somebody made a joke about like, oh, imagine you're like, you know, finally get to meet a lifestealer, and then they pull up Vortex Dragon. I have no idea who that is. I have never heard of someone. When they said that, I didn't laugh because I thought that the joke was that they are not a lifesteal member. So I went to check the following, and somebody called Vortex Dragon. I was like, who the I'm confident, you know the Mandela effect where like something you're so confident was never the case, but suddenly it is. Like, I think I'm having that. I think I've slipped into an alternate reality where some motherfucker called Vortex Dragon got invited to the lifesteal SMP.
Okay.
And I have no idea who.
For reference, Vortex was like, he was very active in like season 1, season 2 of lifesteal. I think a little bit in season 3, and then he kind of like stopped playing.
How am I supposed to know that?
Yeah, and then he like stopped playing season 4. And he's still in the server, but he just doesn't.
That's so
I think
funny.
he's logged on maybe once the entire season, and that was only
but
when we
that's
asked
so
him
funny
to.
though.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I would do something like that.
Yeah, you fucking would.
If I was like let's imagine that Kabuto SMP, that I was there from the first season, right? And I would just lost interest. I would just stay and just occasionally log on and fuck around and then leave again.
Occasionally, I put you as like a ghost in a lore stream where it's like everyone.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like you're there, but none of the characters know that you're there, and it's like you're not even there, but you're there.
No, precisely. You fucking understand. That's so funny. God, I said it last time and I'll say it again. Every single time I'm now on a stream of yours and people ask me what's going on, my ego shatters a little more. People don't know me. It just hurts, man.
Listen, you know what? I'll give you a chance to properly advertise yourself and what you do. Go ahead.
Can you give me this chance in like 1 month? Because I'm cooking up something, but I cannot talk about it yet.
Okay, well, say something that's like relative towards.
Okay. Hello there, Kabuto community. My name is Kaja. I'm pretty much the funniest Dutch Minecraft creator to ever fucking exist. And I make lore content, usually, but I'm a variety streamer, so go to my Twitch. It's _Kaja. Follow that. There you go. I actually hit 3.1k yesterday.
Ah, good job.
I'm higher up the ladder now. So
good job.
Bigger number, better person. Bigger number, better person.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. yeah, totally. And look how that worked out with that one guy.
I promise, not even just from KSMP. You're a real one. I'm followed, also a real one.
Yay.
I love you, Kaja. I've never met you before. No, sorry. That's a joke.
I have never met you before in my life. You are not allowed to love me. You can love the concept of me.
That is something I've actually like thought of the other day. I was laying down in, you know how I'm supposed to have a proper sleep schedule, but then don't. I was laying down the other day and I was like, there's so many people, or well, so many. Okay, I'm over exaggerating. There's a couple people out there that like watch me for my content, but don't really talk to me, right? So they have a warped vision of who I am. Like, obviously, they think I'm a nice guy, while in reality, I'm a terrible person. But,
obviously, they think I'm really nice when I'm actually fucking horrible.
Yeah, when I'm actually just terrible. But like they don't really know me, but yet they choose to have so much of a like be so involved and make basically what I do such a massive part of at least this stage of their life.
Yep.
Chat. The
crazy,
friend requests aren't funny anymore.
Just quit mentioning it. Quit mentioning it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but yeah. So that was something that I was talking about. I was like,
I'm laughing too
weird.
loud. I'm scaring
Not
my
negative,
cat.
but
I'm
weird.
so sorry. Yeah, it's a crazy, like, when you start to properly realize, like, the impact that the things you make have on other people, it's like, holy shit, that's fucking crazy. Like, every now and then I'll come across a person, like, because obviously, like, my active chatters, I recognize, like, the name of and stuff. But every now and then I'll come across a person on, like, TikTok or Twitter that has me as their layout and their profile picture and everything. They're like, Cap fan. It's like, I've never seen you before. How? There's so many people like that. What the hell?
Yeah. That is
like in like a good way, in like an awesome way, but just like, it's so strange to be like,
negative.
oh my god,
it's never negative.
Yeah,
no, absolutely not.
It's just like, oh my god, my community's like big now. Like, I qualify as a big creator now. That's fucking crazy. What?
I remember the other day during the dream drama when I was farming the fuck out of it on Twitter. I remember during that time, like somebody tweeted like there's no way that Kaja's in Max GG's chat right now. I was like, that's fucking weird. I have a viewer that crosses me and Max GG. Wild. That's crazy. That is wild. Like if you look at Max GG's and then look at the shit I make and then tell me we should even have like one viewer in common. Shit's wild. Absolutely insane.
Someone in my chat just said, someone in my chat just said, is that Kaja from Money SMP?
You know what? I'm okay with being recognized from Money SMP.
You're okay with Kaja from Money SMP?
I'm okay with Kaja from Money SMP.
Are you sure it'll be my video, bro, not season 2?
I know, but I've come to accept the fact that that has happened, and I'm enjoying the. I recently looked back and went, yeah, you know what? Money SMP is a pretty big part of my content sphere and then like that of others, and so yeah, I'm satisfied with it. It's a good it's a good note. I also got added to. They're currently doing something called Money SMP Mini.
Oh yeah, I heard of that.
Yeah, and the coaches. So there's 4 teams, and every team gets a coach. So the players in Money SMP Mini are people who usually are not in Money SMP. So they're smaller creators. They're really not that known, or a couple of them are, but usually they're not really that big. So. I can't name everyone at the top of my head, but currently, like Will from Bliss, who was in season 2, but is now in Money SMP Mini. Recalling Man is in it. Curbs, my animator from Split Apart. What a goat!
Oh, Curbs, that's the dog, right?
Yes, yes, that's Curbs. Yes, exactly. Those people are and more. There's more, but those are in Money SMP Mini. I was gonna get there. I was gonna get somewhere. Oh yeah, right. So every single team gets a coach. So there's 4 teams. The coaches in lineup are Epax, good player, really good player. Then there actually let me go look them up really fast. Hold up. I think it's Bry, Epax, and someone else. I think it might be Ting. All pretty good Minecraft players. They really know what they're doing, right? And then me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm coaching for Yellow Team, which is the team where Recalling Man is the coach, the captain, which is so funny because I have no idea what I'm doing in Minecraft, but I get that. I understand the concept of Money SMP, so that's fine. We'll
you got this. You got this.
It's fine.
You got this.
We'll win these, yeah. I'm doing it out of the good of my heart. Coaches get nothing even if their team wins. I'm doing it all from the good of my heart.
Oh, you're such a good person, Kaja. Would you like a medal?
I know. Yes, thank you, actually. Why isn't there a statue of me yet? Can we be so familiar? Why isn't that out there somewhere? Come on.
Oh my god. Someone in my chat as well just said Kaja, the random guy from Caboodle streams. The guy who appears in my stream every once in a while.
Yeah, the guy that Cab calls whenever she's bored and got no one else to talk to.
No, I love you.
On stream, I mean.
Yeah. Wait.
I'll build one for you for the price of a button. It's a tough sell.
Is it?
Pretty tough sell.
Dude, I'm gonna cry.
So why are you currently broke on the LIFESTEAL SMP, the deadliest SMP Minecraft I've ever seen?
Because they removed fucking string dupers.
Surely there's gotta be a more efficient way than what you're doing right now.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know where it is, though.
Well, no, I mean, but you could just automate a melon farm. Why aren't you doing that?
Just automate a melon farm. Because everything that I touch that's redstone breaks as soon as I go near it.
You can just schematic it.
It doesn't, it's still bad. It still doesn't work.
I don't know, that's just me. Bring back stream dupers.
That's just me. Stop backstreeting, bro.
I'm just yelling at your chat. Sorry. I'll get out of the passenger seat. I'll jump back in the back.
I'm
of
so
your car.
sorry. No, Kitty, it's okay. I'm so sorry.
Is your cat? Are you pissing off your cat?
Yeah, she's sat on my lap, and whenever I scream too loud, she gets really upset at me.
Why is your cat in the room with you while you're streaming? I couldn't do that.
Because she wants to be.
Well, I don't know the cat,
Because she wants
you're being
to be.
loud.
She loves me. Yeah, and she sits in here by choice. She loves me.
Interesting.
She loves me and adores me, so she likes to sit in here, and she likes my company.
That's really sweet. That's really sweet.
I am taking too much damage to fucking. I do not have enough food to be able to take this much damage. Okay. Yeah, no, she loves me, so she sits in here with me, and it's adorable, and I love her. And she just follows me around anywhere I go, and I love her so much.
That's cute.
I think I went the wrong way. I'm trying to get in the nether. I mean, to the spawn portal that's in the nether, and I think I just am not doing a good job of that.
You know what I always like? Now, you keep saying, okay. I shouldn't make it as if it's like a personality trait of yours, but you mentioned that you have a cat. And every single time you do, I'm like, oh yeah, right, there is animals that don't want to kill you in Australia. There isn't only like deadly things out there. There's also just some nice
this country is actually pretty nice, thank you very much.
Yeah, they're not awful.
Yeah.
Is the country nice? I don't think I'll ever go there.
Why?
I'm just too scared of shit that can kill me.
Go. There is like nothing in the cities. If you go into the outback, then yeah. But if there's like nothing in the cities, genuinely. If you stay in the cities, there's nothing.
Yeah. We'll see.
What do you mean we'll see? I've lived here my whole life.
Yeah, well, your life's not done yet. You can still die.
What the fuck? You can still die is crazy.
You can, and newsflash, one day you will. I don't know if you knew,
shit,
but it's
really?
gonna happen.
Shit. There was that one time I got bitten by an assassin bug. Did you hear that story?
An assassin bug? Why would they name it that? How would you ever comfort your children? Oh, and this is this. Well, it's also this is the assassin bug.
It's also named a kissing bug, but I didn't like calling it that because it looks like clown pierce.
Assassin bug.
It looks like clown pierce, so I thought assassin bug was a better name. It does. It fucking does.
It's got its color scheme. I see what you're trying to say. So what is this?
Basically, it's a bug that one-shots any animal. It's not venomous to people, but it really, really fucking hurts. And that was awful, so. Yeah, one time I got bitten by one of those and it was horrendous. It hurt so much. I think that's the worst pain I've ever felt in my entire life to this day. It was so bad.
Rin Deck says hello, by the way.
Hi, Rin!
Hi, Rin! Let's say. There you go. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page of this assassin bug.
Yeah, they're evil.
I think I was right in my theory to not go to that country of yours.
They're evil, yeah. Where is my Fulbright? Dude, I hate it. Whenever I go on other servers, or other versions of Minecraft, all my keybinds for all of my regular mods get completely fucked up.
Yeah.
And I hate it, and it makes me sad.
Yeah, the keybinds changing are gonna make me fucking tweak.
Because
I have some really weird keybinds.
Oh yeah, do you want to see what I'm working on, Kaja?
Sure, what are you working on, Kabuto?
Look at this. Big fucking island in the sky.
Why is the pillar so... Is the pillar for something?
No, the pillar, that was spoke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's been there since the beginning of the server. That's just fucking spoke being spoke.
Interesting.
What do you think?
Why are you making an island in the sky? I think it looks cool.
Because
I'm curious why you're making it.
Spawn down there has been through so much bullshit and I hate it. So I'm making a new spawn and a better spawn and I'm calling it respawn. And it's when you respawn, you'll spawn up here.
Oh, because it's above the actual spawn point.
It's above the actual spawn point.
So you got to make sure that the block that the one that you're spawning on is the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, interesting. That's actually a pretty good concept.
Thanks.
You're very welcome.
I'm just making a giant fucking civilization in the sky.
I think I've seen that in an Unstable Universe video at some point.
Have you actually?
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever watched a single episode of Unstable.
Yeah, neither have I. I actually made a joke about it in chapter 3 of Split Apart. At some point, my character says that he has to explain a story to someone, And you know how usually you can over-exaggerate it by saying, I have to explain something to you, but it's long, and then you say like blank, like to give an example of how long the story would be. I said like unstable universe long, and that was a good day. Everyone was laughing. God, I'm funny.
Funny. That was funny.
I'm funny, guys. I don't know if you know yet, but I'm pretty.
You're super funny.
Yeah, no, I've never seen an unstable universe video in its entirety. I have tried my hardest to get through one because I like storytelling so much. I really wanted to see what the concept was about, but every single time I don't mean this in any like I really don't mean.
You're gonna get the unstable fandoms after you, bro.
Yeah, the unstable fandom can come after me. It's not my thing. And if you're enjoying it, you're completely valid to. Please enjoy the content that you like watching. Do not get upset at me not liking the same thing you like.
Ass.
No, but it's true. If I don't like something, then that's completely fine. And if you do, then you do. Like I don't watch fucking I don't watch Spokes videos either, but I watch Zam's videos. Like I like Zam's videos. I don't like Spokes videos. So I don't know. That's just how I consume my content and how you do yours. But what I was gonna say was. Well, I already told you that I've watched a couple of them here and there, but not always. It depends on what video it is. It's because you upload. Well, no. Yes, if I'm in it, I'll watch it for sure. But I've also watched videos that I'm not in of yours. But what I was gonna say was, I've watched your videos less because Zam uploads like one in a blood moon, and you do it a little bit more consistent.
That is true.
So whenever Zam uploads a video, like he uploaded the wormhole video like in last summer, a year and like a couple months after the actual fucking event happened. And I watched that and I went, damn, that's a good storyline for as good as a Minecraft SMP story can be, right? That's a really good one. That was a banger story. I love that. Good shit. But every single time I try to get into a Unstable Universe video and I'm like an hour into it, I just think about the Lost Totem and I go, damn, I could be watching.
The Lost Totem was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's exactly what yeah. The Lost Totem, I'm so mad at YouTube for taking that away from Parrot and Planet, I think, were the two that made it.
It was Parrot and Planet.
I'm so mad because it was actually a compelling story with some actual solid concepts behind it, and we never got more of it. And then after that, they started Unstable Universe, which is majorly successful, and many people enjoy it, and I will not get in anyone's way. Please watch content that you like. But every single time I watch an Unstable Universe video, I think to myself, this is not what the Lost Totem made me feel. Ooh. And I miss that feeling a lot. I miss that a lot. Because when I watched that, I thought, damn, this is someone who really fucking has a vision for what they're getting to. And they're doing it whether or not it makes them money, or whether or not it turns a profit. And then they unfortunately just had to stop. For the reference, YouTube being
for reference for my chat, that anyone that doesn't know what the Lost Totem is, basically, a while ago, Planet Lord and Parrot made a episode of like a lore video, an episode named, I don't remember the full name of it, but it was something Lost Totem.
The story of the Lost Totem.
The story of the Lost Totem, yeah. And it was an incredible thing of cinematic masterpiece, but and it was going to be a full series, but unfortunately, YouTube demonetized it. That basically took away any ad revenue that came from it because they thought it was like copied content, and completely demonetized it. So they couldn't make another episode because they completely demonetized the channel. So that means that they couldn't fund it anymore.
And I still don't understand it, like, because there wasn't a second of copied content in it.
Yeah.
So I don't get why it was marked that.
No clue.
I still don't. And with Parrot specifically being a creator on the level that he is, you'd imagine he has contacts at YouTube that he can just message and go, dude, what the hell are you guys doing? I'm still so shocked that all happened. But it's over, isn't it over a year ago at this point?
I think so, something like that. It's been a while ago now.
Lost Totem.
Yeah, that's why I never got a second episode, chat, is that YouTube completely demonetized it, so they couldn't make content out of it anymore.
So yeah, every single, again, watch what you like, enjoy what you enjoy, but every single time I watch an Unstable Universe video, I think I have something that Parrot specifically just spoken, and oh god, who's the other one that makes the Wembu?
Wembu,
Spoke and Wembu were either not or very much less involved in that story, but every single time I watch it, I go to myself, I know that Parrot has made this, and this is so special to me as someone who loves storytelling that I just can't get into, 4-hour Minecraft videos. I just can't.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's just me.
I think the only 4-hour Minecraft video I'm ever going to make will be KSMP. Will be the KSMP videos when that comes out.
Yeah, but the difference there is that KSMP is a story that you've told over years, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and it, I don't know. It's just personal preference. I will
Fair
never
enough.
tell like anyone that there isn't passion behind it because they're still making it. Surely there is passion.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just know what has something else has made me feel so special that I can't enjoy what came after it, which is unfortunate. But
Damn.
to each their
That's
own.
an insane effect to have, though.
Yeah. I was just really impressed because I think the reason why The Lost Totem impressed me as much as it is because it came from Parrot and Planet, two lifesteal creators who I always thought would never really jump out of the boundaries of that type of SMP content, and then they did, and I was so shocked. And it showed me, as a lore creator, as someone who loves storytelling, as someone who loves telling Minecraft stories and using Minecraft as a medium for their stories, it showed me that a story like that can work, can get you views, and can be successful. Unfortunately, their channel got entirely demonetized, but that isn't the medium.
Yeah.
That's not the norm. So it showed me that it's possible, that there's an audience for it, and that is why it made me feel so special. The only other series that's ever done that is White Pine. That's the only other
White
series.
Pine. Yeah.
It's the only other one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick.
Actually, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick. I'll be back in like a minute.
Thank you, Kaja. Anyway, hi chat. Yeah, it's fucking tragic that they demonetized that. I also wanted to mention as well for any KSMP fans that if you don't know what KSMP is, before I was on Lifesteal, I had a lore series called Kabuto SMP that went on for 2 years, 2.5 years. 2.5 years, I think it went on. And I think after my next Lifesteal video, I'm gonna make a season 1 Kabuto SMP video. I don't know if I'm going to put all the seasons into one video or if I'm just going to make one per season. I'm thinking right now one per season because I think that all of the seasons in one video is going to like be like 12 hours long. So I think I'm going to make one per season because I do also want to tell the full storyline, not just like my POV, not Cap's POV. I wanna tell the full storyline. At the end, once I upload all three separately, I will probably upload a combination one of like all three of them. Cause I know that that's sometimes people do like marathons and shit. Like the PvP Civilization one is just like a bunch of the previous episodes put into one. The KSMP movie. So I'd probably do that once all three of them are out. Cause otherwise it would take me so long to edit. It would take me so long to edit all three of them. So I want to cut it up into smaller parts. So I'll do season 1 and then I'll do season 2 and then I'll do,
I have returned.
Oh! Hi.
Hello.
They demonetized Unstable. No, they didn't demonetize Unstable. Yeah, we were talking about KSB. They demonetized the story of the last totem, not Unstable. Chat, you're getting mixed up. Yeah, I'm talking about KSMP because... What, kitty? Sorry, my kitty is meowing. What? Come here. Okay,
I think I have news for you, Cap, that you missed out on.
Keep talking. Give me a second.
Okay, hi chat. My name's Kaja. How are you guys all doing? What the fuck is Burnham rap? Somebody just redeemed something for 50k.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah.
We've done it 3 days in a row now, chat. Oh my god.
What the fuck is that?
You want to find out?
Sure.
You're gonna have to find out. Let me fucking pull it up. I'm gonna share my screen really quick.
Yeah, I'll go.
This is gonna be out of time for you because it's.
That's fine.
Actually, maybe.
Do you have to do this?
Yeah. Ready?
I'm ready.
Oh boy. All right. Okay. Full synthetical, one botanical, I'm theoretical, quantum mechanical, alphabetical, we're puritanical, not hypothetical, I rule tyrannical, tyrannical, source, rex, fuck the system, solar plex, Lone Star Texas, yeah, too smart to be sexist, hey, slow it down, the shit's too quick, fuck it, stick with it, the kids too sick to quit, haters, suck my dick, handle the candle, lick the wick, no stop, you better than that, come on, male definition, the letter in that, spell male, Olympics, and letter in that, AA, if you're gonna learn that, said I got a ring like Jay Gatsby, you know, leaking's just for Maxi, so link my tracks, they're tax free, and that's the way it should be, if you ask me, take this music, choose it, use it, fuse it, abuse it, lose it, some feel like it's sweet, but if it's just me, then B, let's ride the beat, fuck it, fuck my stomach's gonna upchuck, Texas Ranger, Walker, get up, truck, Pixar 606, they fucked up. What a fucked up, suck up, say this shit is crap. Scoff, write me off, some white kid trying to rap because I'm gonna quit. Just kidding the kid, I keep killing the shit. Oh. There we go.
Damn.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well done, mate.
Thanks.
Well done.
I've done that so many times now. It's just second nature to me now.
I think the only other piece of media that I could do something like that with is Yakko's World, the fucking guy where he explains all the countries of the world. I can do that one from the top of my head, but that's the only other one where I could do something like that. That's awesome.
Thanks, babe.
Well done.
Thank you. But that's what that is. That's a channel point redemption.
What I was gonna get on before you had to rap like Bo Burnham is that I think there's a bit of media / news that happened in my life that you missed out on.
Oh,
that because I posted on Twitter, but I didn't
look at Twitter.
See you interact with it. Yeah, no, exactly. So I'm gonna assume. I'm not saying you should have, but I'm gonna assume I haven't mentioned it to you yet.
Tell me. Yeah.
I actually became a partner for Marvel Rivals.
What?
Yeah.
How?
I applied to the partner program.
Fucking where?
No, it's too late. The submissions have closed.
No.
I applied to the partner program in like early November when they released it, and in my fashion, I got invited to it the 5th of December, and I figured it out on the 7th of January. So I quickly emailed them back like, dude, I'm so sorry that I'm this late, but please tell me that I can still join. And they were like, yeah, sure. I was like, oh my god, this is fantastic.
Wait, how? So what does that mean?
Well, I can't tell Chad everything, but basically what it means is that for like there's a certain requirement I have to meet every month, and then if I do, I get some internal knowledge on the game, on stuff that's gonna come out, and then every once in a while. Every once in a while there is rewards included in the program. Yeah, I can't share too.
I guess you can't talk about it too much. Yeah.
Yeah, but every single one there is there. I do get.
That's
some stuff
fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm still a bit in shock over it, but it is fucking fantastic.
That's so cool.
Spider-Man
Congrats, dude. That's fucking awesome. I'm so happy for you. That's so cool.
Yeah, well, it was a shocker because there's like FPS content creators in it, like hero shooter content creators who I used to watch in the Overwatch days.
Oh,
damn. Who are just still in there, and I'm like, that's weird. I used to watch you. That's funny. So yeah, for me it's perfect because I got the streamer thing. Like you could have applied as a short form content creator. Or a long form content creator or a streamer, and I applied as a streamer and they let me in, so I just get to play the game I was already going to stream anyway, and then I get rewards for it, so that's fantastic.
Oh shit, sorry, I just blew up a hole in that. That's so fucking awesome, dude. I'm so happy for you. That's fucking awesome. Dude, that's so cool. Oh, I'll be tuning into all of those. Oh my god, I'm so happy. That's so cool. Holy shit, that's so fucking cool.
Thank you very much.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Wow.
But yeah, that was my news update. That's something I had to share. Because I thought you hadn't been told yet. So
no, I hadn't been told. I haven't been on Twitter at all. Like literally at all.
That's fair. You shouldn't be. It's an awful website.
Yeah.
You don't want to be here.
Yeah, you're right. It's just every time I would open it, I would just get really fucking sad. So I was just like,
That's
okay,
fair.
I'm just gonna cut it off completely. There's no point in me being here.
No, that's entirely fair.
Yeah. God, I need more torches, but I don't want to make more torches.
Fair point.
God. Anyway, yeah, I was talking about when you left. I was talking about KSMP because after this next lifestyle video, I'm making my KSMP video, or one of my KSMP videos, and it's gonna be.
Are you
awesome.
gonna like split them off into seasons?
I'm gonna split them off into seasons probably, because otherwise the video would be forever and take me forever to edit. So
I can add to my notes that I gotta watch the third one.
Yeah, but I'll probably. It's cool making them after I've done everything already too, because it's like I can do so much foreshadowing to later seasons in it as well.
True, that's very true. Yeah.
There are things that I'm curious about. Oh, wait, I need to message you something. I just remember. Oh god, I just remembered something.
Go right ahead. I will read it aloud. No, I'm kidding. Oh yeah.
What do I do about that?
I mean, minimize it as much as you can, I suppose, and then yeah. That's really all you can do. I don't think there's much you can.
Oh god.
Because it'd be a shame if you wouldn't make anything out of it just because of that.
Yeah. For reference, chat, I'm not gonna go into it, but there's someone who was in KSMP who turned out to be not so great, and they're a reasonably big part.
We are reminded why the MCYT community has the reputation that it has.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it to that.
They're like a big part of season 2, so I need to figure out what the fuck to do about that.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. I need to figure out what the fuck.
We don't have this reputation for nothing, people. There's some bad eggs in the bunch.
There is some bad eggs in the bunch, but yeah, I gotta figure out what to do about that because they were a pretty big part of season 2.
You'll figure it out. You always do.
Thanks, Meta. Meta's in my chat right now. Thanks, Meta. Yeah,
Meta.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't want to like completely exclude that because then like a lot of Zam's stuff gets excluded too, which I don't want to do.
Yeah, which is upsetting because like, Zam's fantastic.
Zam like did so good on the lore. So
yeah.
Chat.
I was actually really upset that I was actually really upset that Zam is like the one. It's like the one guy that I would have loved to do something like KSMP related with, but I sadly didn't get the chance.
Yeah, because
he wasn't there in season 3. Yeah, he dipped. So like there's and I mean there's a bunch of more people, but so like the Nether plotline and stuff, I wasn't involved in that, so that's
the Nether plotline.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Dude, the Nether plotline was so fucking cool.
Yes, it was. It was.
Yippee, yippee, yippee. Oh, there we go. Prince Zam mention? Oh god, you have not seen KSMP, have you? Oh man. But why is my chat conspiring that I'm a lizard woman? What is going on? Of course, YouTube chat.
Me?
It's YouTube chat. They're on their own
YouTube chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're on their own.
Yeah, that's their own frequency.
They're on their own wavelength, bro. They just yap about something.
Yeah.
Are you though? No. If anything, I'm Fox girl. All right. Or I guess by branding, I'm Bunny, but I think I'm a Fox.
I won't get into topics along the sides of that because every single time I stand at the trial swearing to God that I'm not a furry, but I never win the argument. I can't win that fucking argument. Never. And here's the
thing.
No, there isn't. But I'm not one of them.
Here's the thing, Kaja. Even though it's your entire branding to be a raccoon, you are not a fucking raccoon at heart. You aren't one.
No,
you're not. You're just like you're too put together. You're too adult to be a raccoon.
True.
Raccoons are like messy and scavengers and like evil and shit. You're like
the first thing I tend to do whenever I get invited to servers is steal everything. So that's the one time I
mean you, not your character.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean
no,
you.
that's right. That's right.
You're like I think you give like ferret energy. Like ferret in like library glasses, you know?
I don't know how to take
like
that.
A librarian ferret.
I'll have to think about that for a while. I don't think I'm gonna forget that.
You're a librarian ferret.
Wait, sorry to side stream, but somebody just said I love your videos and tagged me, motherfucker. Which ones? I don't make any. No, I'm kidding. I made a couple of them. I'm joking. I haven't uploaded in so long.
That's like when people come into my chat and be like, dude, I've watched you for like 5 years. And it's like, I haven't been making content for 5 years. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you on about?
Raccoons are actually my favorite animal.
That makes sense. I'm just saying you aren't one though.
Yeah. Thank God I'm not.
You're a ferret in library
As much as we make fun of them, humans pretty peak species.
Honestly, kind of, yeah. Dude, you know like that ferret Pokemon, the Furret? That's you. You're the ferret Pokemon. Look up Furret. F-U-R-R-E-T.
Exactly
yeah, you're that one.
I know exactly
you're
what
that
you're
one.
About. I'll, you know what, Kabuto? You and your silly mind, I'll take that as a compliment.
Yay! It is meant to be a compliment. You're the little ferret, and I need to give you like library glasses. You know the ones that have like the chain around them, and they're like slightly rectangular. Yeah, those glasses. That's you. You have those glasses. You're a ferret in those glasses. That's how I imagine you.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Mm-hmm.
The one unfortunate thing about having, because I am only 22 years old, which is, I get it, in this community, that's of age, right? And I am an adult, and I hopefully at least, exude the enemy, the energy of being an adult. That's kind of the concept of being one. But the unfortunate part is that the way I act and how adult I present myself, and especially with the fact that I'm a teacher, atop that, everybody thinks I'm 35.
You are 35.
I'm 22.
You're 35.
My girlfriend, love Rin the Hecker with my entire heart. Don't mean to put her on the spot. They are older than I am.
No, but Rin has the heart
half
of like
a year. Yeah.
Rin is like the heart of like youngster. You are just old in nature.
Yeah.
You should already be on a rocking chair, Gramps. Like,
I wish if I could skip my entire working life and go straight to pension, I'd do it, mate. I wish I could, but I sadly am gonna have to work for a couple hundred years, tens of thousands of years.
Couple hundred years.
Tens of years, I meant to say. I just misspoke.
Couple
Sorry,
hundred
I came for my grandmother's
How fucking
birthday,
old
so
are you, dude? Fucking elf.
I came from my grandma's birthday today, so I'm switching over back from Dutch to English.
That
That's
makes
why.
sense.
I could start yapping in Dutch to y'all, but I don't think you guys are gonna
Dutch.
have a lot about that. What?
Start yapping in Dutch. I want to see what you say.
About what subject?
Just anything. Just what you're gonna say in English, but say it in Dutch instead. And I'm gonna try and hold a conversation with you.
Okay, then ask me a question. Let's go.
How old are you really, Kaja?
Ik ben 22 jaar.
No, you're 34.
Ik ben niet 34, ik ben 22.
You're not 20. You're like 40 maybe.
Waarom?
If it's given. Wow.
Waarom denk jij dat ik 40 ben? Ik ben 22.
Yeah, no, you're wrong.
For reference, I asked you why do you think I'm 40? I'm 22.
No, you're wrong.
English only, bad kind.
I can occasionally pick up the numbers because I did German for a few years and it's like kind of similar. That's the only reason I can even roughly understand it.
Yeah, linguistically has a similar structure. That's very true. You know, there's actually there's one moment of a stream because I don't know if you do them, Cab, but I tend to do every once in a while if I really don't know what I want to stream. I tend to do a Spider-Man 2 stream, and it's not me playing.
I've watched your Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, it's just me swinging around the city and talking to my chat about important topics, about how my life is going. Because first of all, I love to keep people up to date about what I do. And second of all, I like talking to people about things that are important to them. Obviously, you shouldn't talk about heavily mental stuff and trauma dumping in Twitch chat. That's awful. There's thousands of numbers on the internet. Fucking find one. But if there's this is a serious topic, I'm fine with talking about it with my chat. And recently, I pinpointed a moment in one of my Spider-Man 2 streams where I went, okay. This is probably the moment where, for the people watching at the time, I turned into a grandfather, and that's why I'm that old, perceived to be. Because I was talking about what it feels like to have either a massive change in friend group, or to ask the question was, have you ever felt what it's like to basically feel like life slip away from you, as if you're being left behind? I was like, yes, I have. And I gave a really long explanation as to why. And I basically ended it by saying, I don't think that every single person you ever meet, and I truly believe this, I don't think that every single person you ever meet is destined to stay in your life forever. I think sometimes people and the experiences that they bring you shape you into the person you are now. And when that job of theirs is done, it is revealed that the person they are and the person you are aren't meant to be together. You don't mix well enough to be friends, but they are the reason you realize that. So you can look back at that time, as much maybe pain as this person has caused you realizing this, but you can then, after letting yourself heal, look back at that period of your life and talk to that person and say, I'm glad I knew you too, because you are the reason I am who I am today. And although maybe our friendship ending wasn't very sweet, you are literally the reason I am who I am, and I couldn't have realized that without you. And that is something I truly still stand by to this day.
Damn. Damn, okay.
Yeah, so I think a lot, and I'm definitely not the person with the most insane life ever. I have had a pretty good life, but I have had a lot of experiences for the age I am. So being able to share those with people makes me think that is a big part as to why I'm perceived as, fucking a retired old man. Whereas in reality, I'm also someone just trying to figure it all out still.
Damn.
I got Cab Caboodle to be silent, chat. I think I deserve an award for that.
Damn, boy. Holy wow, that went hard. Kaja the wise, for real.
Maybe the hybrid was a pretty good character for me to play.
He was, yeah. I knew that. I knew you would be good as the hybrid, dude. Oh man. Oh man. Huh.
Yeah. So to not like ring on sad thoughts forever. I just like talking about like when I allow my chat or people that watch me, whatever, to ask me questions like that. It's fun because usually you really don't want somebody asking you, Kabuto, what's the meaning of life, while you're trying
42.
to do like Minecraft lore with me. Good fucking reference. Good fucking reference. Fucking amazing reference. But what you don't want somebody to ask you that in the middle of like Minecraft lore with main pair, right? That's not really the point. So occasionally I'll just allow my chat to ask me like questions if they have them, and then I have conversations about them with them. And sometimes there's disagreements, and other times there's not. But I don't know. I think that to like, how do I say this? The Minecraft community, and I'm not talking about this chat. I'm just talking about all of us. A lot of us here. Well, you know, the Minecraft community has its quirks. So
it's a nice way to put it.
I just think it's good to sit down with at least my part of it, and occasionally talk to them about topics that I have lived through, and that maybe could help them out to give them a bit of perspective, you know. So I love deep conversations. Don't call me smart. I have an ego too, but I just think it's important to not educate them is completely the wrong word, but to help them see a different perspective. Because like if I have a disagreement with you and you're a Minecraft viewer, then I don't want my address on the internet. I just want us to be able to understand that the both of us have a different perspective. And
I don't want my address on the internet.
I don't need everything about me leaked because I think that your content creator is something I don't enjoy. I just think that you need to understand how to see a different perspective.
That's funny.
Yeah, so that's why I have deeper conversations like that, and it's always which is so funny. It's during Spider-Man 2 streams. That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Huh. Chat. Wait. Can we do that with my chat now? Is that okay with you?
Of course, I'm fine with that. Absolutely.
Okay. I don't want to be out giving life advice because I'm like a dumbass 19-year-old, right? I don't know shit. So this would be a good opportunity for my chat as well, and it'll also be advertising for you. So chat, if you have any deep questions of life, now's your chance. If I do have an opinion on it, though, that I think is
of course
fair.
It's your stream, not mine.
That's
I'm not
fair.
I might be the one talking a lot, but that's just because I don't have my medication.
No,
taken.
I'm glad that you're talking a lot because my voice is sore. So you're really carrying the stream right now. Thank you, man. See, they just ask dumb shit like milk or cereal first. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Guys, log in. We have a guest here right now. Guys, log in. Guys, we can't embarrass ourselves in front of the wise guy. Come on. Come on, log in. My chat can't be serious about everything. Anything. They cannot.
That's fair.
What's your opinion on the state of the world?
Ooh. You want me to answer that?
Yeah, you answer that.
How do I answer this without making everyone depressed? Okay. I think that... okay, this is my true opinion on the state of the world. I think that at the moment, and every part of this world is important, okay? Let's start with that. I'll say that. The people who are dying in wars and conflicts which shouldn't be happening are just as important as the people in Europe and America who are comparatively better off. No one is perfect, but comparatively, they're better off, right? But there is just certain parts of this world that are a little bit more important to the world stage. For example, America, powerful country in the world. The European Parliament, the most powerful united thing in the world. They just hold more power. And the current state of that world is a more authoritarian one, which means that we're starting to learn the hard way that democracy is incredibly fragile. And it is terrifying to me that people like Donald Trump and people like Elon Musk are as powerful as they are. But to end it off on a light note of it, I think that a majority of people out there, specifically the younger generation, have the perspective that it's also really stupid. They might not all have the same perspective, but they probably all like democracy. Let's just stay with that. You know, nobody wants their leader to be a dictator. So I think that the current state of the world is a really interesting turning point where we could really shape the next generation, because we do live in an interesting time. And it's never fun to live in an interesting time. It is not a gift, it is a curse. But if we play our cards right and get involved, for the love of God, just at the very least, read your news every single day. Just open your news app with your local government and just read it. Do that. And if you do that, you can stay involved, and then in 50 years, when hopefully you have a family of your own, your kids might ask you, what did you do in the interesting time that was 2024/2025, when the world moved to a more authoritarian state? And you can say, I tried to preserve democracy with my given rights every 4 years-ish to vote. And I think that's the state of the world right now. Voting is incredibly important.
Voting is very important.
I think that we are in a scary time, but also in an incredibly opportunistic time. That's what I should say.
Mm-hmm.
So, currently scary, but I think we're far from the end of the world. Far from.
Damn. You're so insightful, mate.
I just have too much free time, let's be real. No, the problem with me is that when I want to go to sleep, I listen to like podcasts and I read books, and then I just get on. I just can't fall asleep because I keep thinking, damn, there's more out there that I gotta know before this day is over. Like, I want to double the time in my day. If I could cut out sleep entirely, I would, because I just love learning new things.
That's so fucking real. Okay, wait. There's another question here. Okay. How do you get over like the shame or feeling of being cringe at making Minecraft content, following the problems in the Minecraft community?
Well, is this a question? Wait, okay, sorry.
This was a chat question.
One more time?
Okay.
Ask me that one more time?
How do you get over the like shame or feelings of being cringe at making Minecraft content, following the problems in the Minecraft community? Like how the community is so like associated with so many negative things. Like how do you get over that?
Right. Okay. Well, I have a very simple reply to that, and that's that if the people who are cringe are doing that without your knowledge, and they end up being revealed to be a terrible person, it's not your fault. The Minecraft community is not always fantastic. The people in it are not always amazing. But you, as a creator, and I believe this, and I think that a lot of people, and I won't name names, but I think a lot of people don't do this enough, you as a creator are responsible for your audience. You incite these people. They watch you, and I'm not talking to you, Cab. I'm talking to any creator.
I know.
So
Yeah, I think I have reasonably good control over my audience.
Yes. So the person who asked this question, like, how do you get over the cringe about making Minecraft content because of the community? What I just do, and I have it relatively easy because my audience isn't that big, but what I just do is very simple. I just tell them to not be cringe. With for example, streams like these where I take topics and talk about important moments in the world and about my life, I just tell them and show them how I would do something, and I like to believe I'm a relatively normal person, and I hope that my opinion and my way of life will rub off on them a little bit and show them how to deal with certain scenarios. And if they're being cringe either in my Discord server or on Twitter, like, you know how there was a Clownbears viewer not too long ago. Perfect example. There was a Clownbears viewer not too long ago who was like, oh, Clownbears doesn't like gay people. And then he went, fuck you, I support LGBT. That is taking responsibility for your own audience and telling the idiots in it that they're idiots. And that's how you should take care of your audience. So I think that the shame isn't there, because if you guide your audience correctly, you won't have to be ashamed to be a Minecraft creator, because you can just tell the audience directly, like, hey, how you're treating the people around you on the internet is not something that I associate with my fandom. You're being a dumbass, change that, or you can leave. Like, it's just that simple.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think somebody who's an example, somebody who's a great person who takes track of their audience is are AimZ and Tubbo. I think those two are fantastic creators who take really good care of their audience and guide them into the right direction if they choose to, at least. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that there's more, but those two are just ones who I've actively seen like tell their chats that they're being idiots and that they need to shut up, or that they should talk about a topic differently. Yeah, I think those two are great examples.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And obviously Kabuto too.
All right. How do you keep going on with something when you don't have the motivation? Like, it's important to do, but you can't make yourself get up and do it.
Oh, that's easy. I have had ADHD therapy for years, and I'm not saying that it's easy for you. I'm saying it's easy for me. I've learned how to deal with it. So ever since I figured out I have ADHD and got my medication, I'm telling you this right now. If you have ADHD, medication will not solve it.
What?
Will not solve it. I'm not done. It will help, but I've had days where I can't work on the right thing. Medication will give you focus, but it will not give you the right to direct that focus into what you want. I have schoolwork I need to do. But if I take my medication, I'll work on writing first. So instead what I do is I just tell myself, Kaja, you're being an idiot. I get up from my chair and I go do a 2-minute chore. I go maybe like tidy up my room a little bit. I go empty the dishwasher. I go put my laundry in the dryer. And then when that is done, it's so stupid, but it like kind of sparks like a little bit of a what you would call it, like a domino effect. Like, oh, I did this really small thing, and I feel good for doing that because I was productive. And then you start becoming a little more productive, and then a little more productive. So you just do small tasks until you feel capable enough to start on the bigger ones. And if it's a task which looks too big from the start, it's very simple. You just divide it up into chapters. That's what works for me, because I'm just so book/story coded. I just go, oh, okay, so this assignment has like 8 pages. I'll read the pages first, and then I'll divide them into chapters and work on one by the other until it's done. And then boom, done.
Yeah.
It still doesn't mean I don't procrastinate, and there will be days where you are not perfect, and let me tell you right now, you're not perfect, but that's what makes you you. Take the fact that you have ADHD or whatever it is you have and use it to your advantage when you can. You will never have it as easy as someone who doesn't have ADHD or whatever it is you have. That is just simply true. However, the beauty of it is that usually, or sometimes, you can make that thing that hurdles you with some other things like schoolwork, and you can use it to your advantage in other things. Like, I think I work more than anyone that I know in my personal circle on projects that I am passionate about, because I just get so hyperfixated on them, I will finish them no matter what. So that's something that helps me. No matter what I start doing, I know I'll eventually finish it because I want. But just know that you don't have to be perfect. You can mess up sometimes, and it is okay to have a day where you have done nothing. If there's 2 days in a row, please make sure the third is a little bit productive. But I've had a day where executive dysfunction just hits me too hard, and I can't do anything because I have ADHD too. And then I just lay in my bed and I just do nothing, and I feel so guilty. But then I just tell myself, mate, you're 22. You got years ahead of you. You can start tomorrow. Just give yourself today because it's not working out. And then you just move on.
Yeah.
Keep your head up.
Aww. That's nice. Oh, man. You're so good at this. This is crazy.
I just like answering questions. And I'm not perfect, so
Chat,
what I say might not be the best thing.
What would you do if you really wanted to spend more time on hobbies like content creation, but are forced by family and education to do things otherwise?
Ooh, that's a difficult one. That is a difficult one because I'm in a similar-ish situation. My family does not know anything I do on the internet. They don't know shit. And I don't tell them because I don't need them to know. Because they would say that it's me wasting my time on stuff. It depends on where you are. Okay? I'll say it like this. If you're a youngin', you're in high school, you still got some years of school ahead of you, try to start off. See how it works. See how it pans out for you. And then if it works out and you can do content, cool. Finish high school. Please, that's the one you gotta finish. Sorry, Cab. Sorry, Cab. But I do genuinely believe that you should. But Not everyone does, but I would advise you do. And then if you are able to use the thing that you put your time into content, then start doing it then.
He said, I'm about to finish college.
Ooh, I'm very sorry about that. Well, in that case, I'd say nothing is stopping you from, like, the one thing about becoming an adult, finishing college and having to do a job, the one beautiful thing about that is that once you are an adult, you got a paycheck. And that is all yours, hopefully. Or at least partially. So I'd say instead of trying to spend your time exclusively making content or doing what it is you do on the internet, give yourself like a day of the week, an hour of the day to work on what you want and then move on. Because although it is way more fun to sit yourself down one day and go, this entire day will be for what I like, let's go. It would surprise you how much progress you make if you just spend an hour on something every day. Like, make a little journal where every single day you write down about your hobby what you did. Say, oh, today I finished scripting. Today I finished the first scene. Today I set out my plan for tomorrow. And then at the end of the week, look in that journal and check what it is you've actually done, and you'll be surprised at how far you've come.
That one I can vouch for. I've been learning Japanese in my free time recently, and I've been doing about an hour-ish a day. And in about 9-10 days, I've almost learned the entire alphabet. Like, I've almost memorized the entire Japanese alphabet. I'm very proud of myself. But it's crazy how much you can actually, like, do in such little time when you actually put your mind to it, you know?
If you don't have all the free time in the world, then make sure that you actively track your progress so you can tell yourself, I've actually managed to do something with it. Instead of just telling yourself, ugh, this video isn't done yet and it's only been 2 days, I might as well stop. Just spend an hour on it every single day and eventually it'll be done. Assuming that it is you do content. I have no idea what you actually do.
It is content. I know, Jeremy, it is content.
Just spend an hour on it every single day. And then see how far you can get. Ooh, if it is what you like, obviously.
I have a question for Kaja. If I failed an AP class, should I try again in my senior year or junior years?
Oh, that is a good question. How bad did you fail? Is probably my follow-up to that. Like how drastically did you fall? Do you think you can get it back, or is it like cooked?
I'll wait for the response.
Yeah, that's probably because that's genuinely a difficult one.
I don't know what an AP class is.
Detail. I know like a little bit. The American education is stupid, but
do you know?
I know it a little bit. It's
what
a
does
dumb
it mean?
system, but I know what AP class. And AP is, as far as I'm aware, is like so. It's like basically the most difficult way. So AP history is like the most difficult history class you can take.
Okay,
like it's the highest up.
They said,
and then an AP class. Oh.
They said I got an F. It cooked me.
Oh. And what year were they said?
They said senior or junior, so probably the sophomore, which is like
sophomore.
Like the second one, I think. I don't know much about the American school system.
Okay, I don't know you as a person. I'm a teacher, so I'm gonna turn into teacher mode here, which isn't always fun.
Yeah.
You might not like what I'm about to say, but I don't know you. No offense, I do not know who you are, so I'm just gonna give it as I would my students. Mm-hmm. What I tell my students if they fail something, and then they tell me, can I retake it? I look them dead in the eyes and I go, okay, how bad did you fail? And then they tell me how bad they failed, and then I go, okay, so if you failed that badly, write an F. Or as I'm aware, an F is bad. Why did you fail? And if the reason is because you just hadn't put in the effort, then think to yourself and ask, why didn't you put in that effort, and will you this time? And then if you figure out that it's because it's just not very interesting, then no. I'd say don't try to retake an AP class, but focus your energy somewhere else instead. But if you think that, like, if life got in the way, which has happened to me before as well, I've failed classes, all right. I did not pass on my history exam, on my math exam. I actually aced history. I didn't pass on my math exam. It's the one class I failed in high school. I suck at math. Instead of trying to get better at math, sorry?
I was just like thinking back to when I was in high school, because I struggled a lot with high school, but I don't think I actually ever failed a class, because I think I left before I got
cheat.
really.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think I
did you
just
fail high
left
school?
before
No.
Technically, I don't think I ever failed a class. I think I just, because I left before when I got super demotivated to the point that I couldn't like work anymore. Like, and I would have gotten a 0, but I just never finished it.
I will actually, okay. I will relate this question to a direct situation that happened in my life. So I failed a math quiz and I got like a 3. Okay, this is European system, so I'll just make it as simple as I can. I got like a 3.6, which made my average a 4 instead of a 5. Basically, it means I'm
Is that
fucked.
like stars?
So
Is it
no,
like
we
the
don't
star,
have stars.
like 4 out of 5 stars and stuff like that? Is it?
Oh no, it's a 1 out of 10. So 1's worst, 10's best. That's
okay.
our system. So anyway, I got cooked basically. Like my average of math was now a 4, and it wasn't a 5 anymore. I needed to have 5 because I could only have so many bad marks until I had to do over the year. So I went up to my teacher and I went, mate, listen, I'm fucked if this doesn't change. Do you think that you could write me down like 10 questions, make it a super simple test? I will answer them. I will try my best to make it so that I will pass that one. I'll get like a 6 or a 7, but it'll be enough to average me out to a 5 again. And he went, no, I won't do that. But what he then did is he went towards the system and he manufactured my grade up by 3 points, which got me to a 4. Thus, my average was still a 5. Basically, he looked at me and he said, "You failed math because you didn't put in the effort and because you don't like it." And I went, "Yes, that is exactly why." He's like, "Okay, I don't want you to try." I was like, "What?" He said, "You just make sure you pass the next 2 tests with a good enough mark to not sink below a 4, and focus the energy you have on other topics, things you like, shit you're good at. If you do that, and at the end of your career you can come back to my office and show me your diploma, I'll know I have done the right thing."
Aww, that's so nice.
So what I did is I aced English with a 9.7 out of 10, and I aced history with an 8.9 out of 10. And I got my diploma on my high school. I went to something called, well, we call it college here. I went to college, got my diploma there, uni? Went back to this teacher. No, I'm in uni now, but I got to college first. Got my diploma in college, went back to the teacher, and I went, "Look at that. I did it." He was like, "I know you would, because you specialize in something you like."
Aww.
So, if this AP
teacher.
class... Yeah, it was a fantastic teacher. The best math teacher I've ever had in my life. If your AP class isn't required, and it is something that you will probably not give the energy to that you need, then no, don't try to retake it. Focus your energy elsewhere. And then once you're done with high school, or I think it's high school, go to college to a path that you are passionate in. You will find it be so surprising how much more effort you will spend if you are specializing yourself in a subject you like. The second I went into English, school became so much easier for me because I just like English. I love teaching.
Yeah. They said as well, they said 100% life got in the way. So I don't think it was from...
Yeah, well, so then my question goes to the same thing. If your life got in the way and you think you can put in the effort again and you have the time, then yeah, try again. Give it another go. You are in the phase of life right now where failing is acceptable. You won't get fired for doing so. You can fail. Learn now and use it for later. If you fail when you're at your job, you might get fired. Worst thing you do now is you got to redo a year, which, yeah, sure, that sucks. But trust me, it is way easier to do a year over and graduate a year later than it is to get fired from a job. I'm just telling you that now.
Yep. Dude. This is so
That's my
cool.
advice.
This is such like a good... Everyone follow Contra on Twitch. He's fucking awesome. Mods, can we do a shout out for him in the chat? And also in the YouTube? Could you go? Thank you. He's fucking awesome. Okay. Okay, I have a question. What do I do if I'm failing like everything? I didn't learn half of school because of language problems, and now I'm failing so hard, no matter how hard I learn.
Okay. Obviously, I'm not perfect, and I'm not somebody who knows the answer to everything. But with what you've told me, you saying that you're having issues learning because of language problems, maybe it's genuinely only the language problems. Maybe it's just because, and people like this exist, maybe school's just not your thing.
That was my case, yeah.
My brother, I love him to death. My brother is I love you, Milan. I'm sorry. You're dumb as fuck. He's so dumb. School is not his thing. But what he is a dedicated and disciplined man who will sit himself down and get his ass to work. And he is fantastically good at working with his hand. He graduated from the military academy.
Damn.
He didn't go into the military. He didn't go to the army, but he is now a full-time employee at a company that does rentals in the country. He is a fantastic worker. He gets out of bed every day at 5 a.m. I can't do that, but he has the discipline for it.
Damn.
So sometimes school just is not your thing. If it's the language barrier, then you have to contact your school. I don't know what nation you live in. I don't know how the system works there. But from my experience, if there's genuinely an issue regarding language, your school kind of has to help you out.
They're kind of responsible for that. Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes you're in a nation where the school system isn't very well developed. And in that case, I'm sorry to say, you're just one of the unlucky few. But hopefully, you can contact someone and talk to them. Because if a language issue is the reason you're failing a lot of your classes, you should probably mention it to someone.
Mm.
But that's my experience. Either you're just not good at school, not good for school, sorry, or you just need to make sure that you contact your right authorities at your wherever you go to school.
Yeah,
Yep,
definitely.
Yep.
I also have something to say about like the maybe school isn't for you kind of thing as well. And it's sort of like not having school be your thing also doesn't apply to people that are just dumb, straight up. I want to say that too. Like,
well, I call my brother dumb, so I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to do that. But I'm not saying that's like the case for everyone. I mean, like, for example,
not.
like I don't think I've ever talked about this on stream before. The reason that I dropped out of school was not because of like my inability or anything. It was just because of like how severe my anxiety was, like how fucking bad it would get, that I had scared myself so much by even seeing a whiteboard that I went to school maybe one day a week. And for like a few hours every, like 1 day a week, there was like a time period where I literally went to school for maybe a few hours 1 day a week because I would just get sent into panic attacks anytime I would see a classroom, just because of how fucking terrified. Because one of the schools I went to, it sucked. There were a lot of shitty kids there that I don't know if you have any experience, Kaja, with all girls high
kids
schools.
Are mean. Kids are mean.
Have you ever experienced being bullied by women?
Not by women, no.
It sucks. Because what happens is it's like the stereotype of shit that you see in high school movies, but it's like they're so covert about it that if
teenage girls are ruthless.
If you say anything to anyone, it just gets worse. It just gets worse. Because, of course, what teachers do a lot of the time is that they'll try and sit you down with, like, both people and be like, okay, let's talk this out. Because that's, like, conflict resolution, right? But, of course, the people who were harassing you will see that as an attack and immediately go about 6 times harder. Because it's completely covert and no one else can see it but you. And sometimes you can't even see it. Like, that's how fucking bad it is. And it sucks. And because of that and some other things that happened in my school, just like with undiagnosed autism and ADHD, that sucked, was like the feeling, just the pure feeling of like, I can't fucking do this and I don't know why. Because everyone like in my life, especially like my parents, were always very like, were very encouraging of me, right? They always like saw me with like very high potential, and because in earlier life I tested pretty well for sort of just like general smarts and stuff. I tested pretty well for that, and then as I got older, like in class I would be silent. I wouldn't participate at all. I couldn't copy notes and I would test horribly, but yet I could still recite the knowledge and like apply it in other scenarios. I just couldn't test. I just could not test.
You are what I categorize as a sponge student, and I love those. They are fantastic. I don't have to tell them shit because they don't say a word and they know exactly what they gotta do. You are a sponge.
That's me. That was me. But it was like, it got so bad that like with the bullying that happened for like years on end that I didn't know what to do about because I couldn't fucking tell anyone. And then like also the issue of like, I can't I can't like complete this, and I don't know why as well, because there was, you know, like executive dysfunction. I'd say that's like the most prominent part of my ADHD that I've noticed is the executive dysfunction part. Especially when I was doing schoolwork, which was just something that I was so terrified and afraid to do, like I could not force myself to do it. I remember constantly describing it to people as being like, there's literally just like a brick wall in front of me anytime I try and do it, and I cannot force myself to do it, and I have no fucking idea why. That was the most frustrating thing to me, was that I had no idea what the fuck was happening to me. I had no idea why, like, I couldn't do it. And it was, I think it was a mix of just like the ADHD and also just my absolute fear and horror towards classrooms and just teachers and stuff. I was so fucking, because it's something I realized recently, because when I dropped out, I was like, I never want to do learning, like this kind of like book learning again. Like I want to go into the creative field because I just prefer it much more. I love learning on my own terms and things. But I was a little nervous because at the beginning of the year, because I haven't learned from a book or really read in maybe 4 years, I guess, just out of like pure fear of like seeing that kind of stuff again. And I decided at the beginning of the year I was going to pick up Japanese, which is sort of something that you need because I've been using Duolingo a little bit, but it's sort of, the grammar isn't really correct there. So I need to get textbooks for it. And
as an English teacher, do not use Duolingo to learn language. It's a terrible program.
Yeah, I've only been using it to memorize like the alphabet because it's like singular things rather than...
If it costs money and its end purpose is so that you don't need the program anymore, it isn't true.
Yeah,
The idea behind something that charges you money is to keep you in the loop for as long as possible. Learning a language you can do for free without needing anyone to pay you for it. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah. But I, what was I saying?
About learning Japanese for the first time.
So at the beginning of the year, I decided that I was going to learn Japanese because I over the past year or so, I've been really trying to like work on being able to be productive more, because I used to have like, in like the beginning of 2023, I used to have like really bad depressive episodes where like something tiny would happen in my life that was like kind of bad, and it would just spiral really bad, and I'd become completely like unable to do anything for like 3 weeks. And it would take me so much effort to try and get out of that. And it would happen. It's why I barely uploaded in 2022 and 2023, sorry. Because I would, like, the tiniest little inconvenience would happen and I would break down completely for weeks where I couldn't get out of bed. And I decided that, so basically since then I've been trying to like, obviously I've been in therapy for like 2 years now. And I've been trying to like get better with that, I guess, like get better at sort of being more productive and being able to hold myself to the things that I want to be able to do. And I decided this year that I was going to try and learn a language, because a lot of the things that I'd been doing previously was productive on content, but it just wasn't, I wasn't really going outside that much. I wasn't taking time to read. I wasn't taking time to actually like enjoy the world, I guess, as it is. But I wanted to try learning a language again because mainly a big reason, well, multiple reasons. I picked Japanese specifically because I already consumed so much Japanese media that I was like, the best way to learn a language is to surround yourself in it. And I listen to Hatsune Miku every fucking day. Like, it's gonna help partly.
Very true.
It was also because literally everyone I know around me knows at least 2 languages, and I'm just like, fuck. I never realized until I joined the internet how many people outside of English speaking countries know English. Like, I never realized how central to sort of the language was. And how many English speakers just don't know any other languages. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to be part of that. So I decided to learn Japanese, and I got a textbook for like the first time in forever. And low-key, it was a little scary when I went near them again and started like opening it and trying to do it. And then I never realized until literally like a few days ago how much more fun it is to learn something when you don't have to have the fear of failing. When you're not worried about a test or someone's opinion being based off of you, or your entire value of worth being based off a number based off like a test that you have. And I've been enjoying it so much more because I can take it at my own pace, and I'm never going to have to worry about impressing anyone else. And there's no value of any number, because how the Australian, or not Australia generally, but how New South Wales, which is because I live in Sydney, so how the New South Wales education program works is that literally nothing else counts to your final score except for one set of exams at the end of year 12, and that's it. That's the only thing.
I have great gripes with your fucking system, bro.
And it's the most terrifying thing because throughout your entire school life, they're building up to the HSC, which is what it's called. The HSC being this big thing that's going to determine your entire future. And you have to do well in this one set of exams, and that's it. That's all you get. I think there's like two, with some certain projects you get something called a major work, which is like a big project that goes throughout like the year, but it's how that project goes, and you only get them for some subjects and not for everything, and then the exams that you get, and that is what determines your ATAR, that determines where you go in uni. And of course everyone hypes it up to be this, or not hypes it terrifies everyone, like to be this massive fucking thing that you're training and preparing for your whole life, that like it puts so much fucking stress on you. It's so bad. I don't know why they would do that. Like I remember
because it's easy. It's easy to make one test the defining test. That's why.
Yeah. Like I remember.
And a critical rule for sorry, one more time before you continue. Sorry. No, a critical rule of the universe is that the first thing you think of for a solution is always the worst fucking thing to do.
Yeah.
And that's how many systems are made, specifically educational ones. Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. It's okay. I just remember as well, one of the old schools that I went to was like a reasonably prestigious all-girls school because, I don't know, my parents wanted me to like be in the best school at whatever. But it was so fucking stressful, and they would put so much stress on the HSC that there was a reputation that multiple girls would end up having to go to the ER purely because of how fucking stressed they got because of it. Like, that's how fucking bad it was. And it's like, why would anyone willingly put their kids through this? Like, oh my God. Like, no wonder I had to drop out of high school if that was the kind of thing that was, especially as someone who's like susceptible to mental illness just because of like genetics and shit. It's like, and with 2 undiagnosed learning disabilities, like, no wonder I fucking dropped out. Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know. And then like I dropped out. When I dropped out, I was very lucky because I sort of had made my wave in content creation before I dropped out. Because I started content when I was 14, right? Which retrospect I probably shouldn't have done, but you know, here we are. So I pretty much had like, I really wanted to finish high school though. That was a really important thing to me because it was a really important thing to my parents. So I really wanted to finish high school and like go to uni and stuff like I was, you know, meant to. But I remember a massive turning point for me where I was so upset at this at the time, but like in retrospect, I'm so glad this person said this. It was when I'd just been diagnosed with ADHD and I was going to my psychiatrist to get like to try and do medication for the first time. And I remember explaining my situation to her and she genuinely looked at me and went, "You've got this content thing, drop out of school." And I was like, "What?" "What do you mean?" And she was like, "Yeah." And me and my parents sat there just like, Are you serious right now? Like, actually? And she was like, yeah, genuinely, like, because it was when I was approaching going into year 12. And she was like, if this anxiety to do with the HOC is so fucking bad that it's going to completely, like, disable you from being able to do anything. Because I would get so anxious, I couldn't do homework. I couldn't do tests. I couldn't do anything. I could barely do, like, classwork. She was like, if your anxiety
That's terrifying.
It was so bad. If your anxiety is this bad that you can't, like, do anything and you're just completely frozen in fear anytime you walk into a classroom, there is no point even trying. No. and that was such a shock for me, but I'm so glad that she said that because I think I did maybe 3 weeks of year 12 and then went, fuck this, dude. I don't want to be here. I can't be here. Like, because she said to me that it's going to be easier, that if I want to go back, it's much easier to go back and just do year 12 later on than to get a bad score and then try and like fix it.
Yep.
So that's what I did. And then I never went back because content worked and I didn't need to. And yippee. And now that was my silly little story. But that's what I'm saying, chat, is that like, sometimes school just doesn't fucking work for you, and that's okay. And get all the help. It's very much a last resort. I kind of was a special circumstance because I already had, like, a job that was, like, pretty much paying me to exist already, so I didn't really need it as much. But, like, I don't know. It just, if you're in a situation where something is so terrifying to you, it paralyzes you from being able to do anything, nothing is worth that. Nothing in this world is worth putting yourself through that. So
yeah, no.
Yeah. I don't know. It's talk to professionals about that, and get yourself a psychiatrist that will tell you the fucking truth when you need to hear it, even no matter how bad you don't want to.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my little story. I don't think I've ever mentioned that on stream before. So, chat, now you know a little bit more about me and my horrifying school experience.
Thank you for sharing, Kabuto.
Thank you, Kaja. But all right, does anyone else have any more questions? Sorry for yapping. We just joined.
Oh, you're all good. I was yapping for so much longer than you were.
That's fair. You inspired me to yap.
Yes, yap.
How do you deal with public speaking, like presenting or talking to a large group? This is actually funny because I apply to this because it's so funny because I'm so good. Like I stream every day to like hundreds of people. And yet if I'm in front of maybe 3 people, I cannot say anything. Like I get so scared.
How do you get good at anything? The simple problem is to just keep trying.
Just practicing, yeah.
To just get better. I am good at public speaking because naturally I am someone who's really good at talking. Streaming helps, obviously. You are in front of an audience, and no matter what, people will have an opinion on the things that you say, no matter how small they are. And I wasn't very great at public speaking at all like 4 years ago, but I'm a teacher. Public speaking is literally my day and night job as a streamer. So yeah, over time, you just get better at it. Simply just go out there and do it. Go to discussion groups. Go to debate club. It sounds so lame, but it is genuinely the best way to do it. Just go out there and do it.
Yeah, for real.
That's the only way to get better.
That's so real. That's so true. That's so for real. Advice on student debt.
Fucking good luck, mate. Wait, what country? What student debt?
Yeah,
what nation do you live in?
Joe,
don't tell me the number. Don't tell me the number.
It's one of my mods. It's one of my mods.
If I know what nation you live in, I can probably estimate what your debt's at. Because I know a couple systems. What is the number? Or what nation? Sorry, don't tell me the number. Please don't tell me.
Yeah. Don't say the number.
What country? Just tell me what country you're from, and I'll be able to explain to you how fuck you might be.
Oh, someone in my chat just said this stream inspired me to do my homework. Woohoo!
Yippee!
United States.
You're fucked, bro. I'm so sorry. No, in all reality, well, hope that maybe in 4 years another blue president gets put into office and they start to forgive you for them. But as a real answer, I'll tell you, I don't really know how to deal with it that much. Student debt's awful, and it sucks. But education, sadly, isn't free, although it should be. But hopefully you can pay it off by the diploma that you get and the work you do with that. That's all I could say. Sorry. 07 to you, mate. Fucking go with God, soldier.
I think this is time to say thank you to Kaja for starting these conversation streams. This is actually really helpful. Right? Thank you, Kaja.
You're very welcome, mate.
Thank you, Kaja. You're very insightful. I want to have off stream as well. I want to have a chat with you about some things too that I feel comfortable talking on stream about.
I love topics to talk about. I'll give my opinion on anything. Chat. Listen, you can't be saying things like this about yourself, but I'm doing it. I'm a cheap whore. I'll show up for anything that I like. I set this in my SMP application as well.
You did, true. That is true.
I'll show up for anything, literally.
That is very true.
If I like it, I'll probably be there for it.
Oh, Cab, you're bi, right? Coming out story? Oh my god. I don't think I've talked about this. Have I talked about this? Okay.
Not to me.
Okay. My coming out story for being bi. Because I've sort of had three, I guess, kind of coming out stories. Because I sort of had bisexual and then aromantic. And then I sort of had, like, she, they, which I don't know if I'm non-binary or not. But I'm sort of, like, not fully a woman. I know that. So I'm, like, some weird mishmash of sludge in between. That's what I like to think of myself as.
You are Cap Caboodle.
I'm Cap Caboodle, exactly. So bisexual specifically was... I had a friend that I was very, very close with. And I was, and she was gay, and I remember her talking about women, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. And then she's got a crush on someone, and then I got jealous, and then I went, oh no.
That's fantastic. What a fantastic way to figure it out.
Oh shit, I'm cooked, bro. Fuck, am I? Damn. And then I realized I liked both. Yeah. And then for aromantic, it was just that, like, I don't know. I realized that, like, everyone else sort of, like, I just see examples of people being like, oh, I saw this guy and he was, like, really hot, so I asked him to go on a date with me, and now and it's like dating, and it's like, what do you, what? I sort of was just like, how do you immediately sort of get feelings like that? How does that happen? So I figured out that I'm on the aromantic spectrum, which is demi-romantic, I think, technically, which just means I need to be really, really close friends with someone before I can even, like, suspect I'm getting feelings for them at all. Like, yeah. So it's not completely lack of romantic feelings. It's more just like, I can't like see someone and just like meet them like a few times and be like, let's go on a date. What? That's such a weird concept to me. That's such a weird fucking concept to me, that you just meet someone and then you're just immediately like, let's go on a date. I don't know you.
Yeah. Fair.
And then the she they was actually it was actually because in a little while ago, I didn't really properly, like, I didn't have a full coming out thing when I said I was she they, because I remember I said I was aromantic on Valentine's Day because I thought that would be really funny.
That was really funny. It was good. It overshadowed me making fun of couples, and that pissed me off. That was funny. It was good. It was well timed.
Yeah. But oh god, am I gonna die here? Oh, dude. Oh my god. Okay, I'm good. But I didn't really come out as much like I did with the others, but it was because I was looking at some photos of myself that Boa took from when I was in like an arcade, and I had like my hair really cool, and I was wearing like the Miku shirt and like those cool pants that I have, and I looked at myself and went, fuck, I don't fully feel like I like this version of me more than when I wear like a skirt and stuff. Like I don't look like a girl here, and I like that. And that was sort of was like when I was like, oh, huh, okay. And then I sort of just realized that I was more, and honestly, like, I'd kind of known for a while deep down that I probably used they, them pronouns as well, because, like, I remember Squiddo told me when I, like, came out to her and was like, I'd rather use she, they pronouns. Squiddo was like, yeah, I've fucking known. And I was like, what, how? And she was like, when you first met me, you said my pronouns are she, they, but you can also call me they, them. I don't really care. And that's what I said. And then she was like, okay. She kind of, yeah, that was kind of the turning point.
Squiddo soul at you. Yeah,
and that was back in like January. So like I kind of knew for like a while, but I think I was just sort of like, I didn't quite acknowledge it. But
see, my coming out story was just internalized homophobia for 7 years, and then eventually I was like, I'm not beating this anyway, might as well. And then I changed everything, and then
that's fair.
Although I am very much not out in public, which I'm not afraid to say.
Yeah,
very much not out.
Fair enough. I will say, I had a little bit of internalized homophobia, but mine only just came from like the first people that were gay that I ever met were like horrible, horrible people. So it was just sort of like, I don't want to be like them sort of thing more than anything else. I didn't think that I didn't think that every gay person was like that, obviously, but I was sort of just like afraid to become like them because I had something in common with them, which was liking women. So I got a little scared for a little while, but then I was like, that's ridiculous, and then I was fine.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah. So here we are. What's she, they? Okay, so she, they is basically I use she, her pronouns and they, them pronouns. So either or is fine. Baby zombie. Chat, any more questions? How large is the world border? Yeah, that's a really big. I think it's like.
I think the Earth is 40,000 like square kilometers.
Yeah, I think so. It's like 20K in both directions. So something like that. Okay, let me come back when it's not nighttime. Here we go. All right. Oh, body image is a difficult question. Wait. Someone mentioned something about body image.
Oh, body images?
Yeah.
I have I can talk about that all day.
Yep, go ahead.
What was the question?
Well, I didn't see the question. I just saw like the response that someone said in chat. Hey, can we bring that question back? Mods, you don't have to be as harsh about like sensitive topics right now. Like you can let people say sensitive topics right now. That's fine. Which is not normally a normal chat. I'm making that very clear. But right now you can say sensitive topics. Mods, you don't have to delete anything that's sensitive. Where's the question? How do I deal? Yeah, it just says how do I deal with body image?
Ooh. How do you deal with it? Well, I cope with humor, but I definitely know it's not the most effective way. What I ask myself, oh no, sorry. So as someone who has facial dysmorphia and who has a really big issue with perceiving myself and like what my physical appearance is, I kind of just always get to myself and say, all right, so how do I want to perceive myself? And I answer to, and again, this works for me. This is a really personal topic, so make sure you don't think that I'm about to give you the cure for something, because spoiler, that
it's
ain't
kind of
there.
different for everyone. Yeah,
That ain't there. This will probably be something that you struggle with for your entire life. It's just how this works. But what I tell myself is I say like, how do I want to be perceived? And then I imagine myself as a nice person, somebody who's mean to his friends as a joke, but who can be nice and can get down to a topic and really just discuss it in peace and quiet and with respect. Somebody who likes to have conversations about difficult conversations. Somebody who's funny, but also a bit of a dick. Somebody who's not very specifically good at games, but who likes playing them anyway. Just a nice person, a good friend. And then I try the best to be that version of myself. Because that's all I want to be. You know? I don't care for the fact that, like, yes, it's annoying that every single time somebody sees me for the first time, they go, "That's what you look like?" And I go, "Sure."
Ooh.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't. But it's not their fault, because it's normal to say something like that. And I will never blame someone for it. And most of the times, I have fun with it. I make jokes about it. I cope with it with humor, and it used to be a lot worse than it is today. I'm pretty fine as I am now. But like a major rule of thumb with me is that, for example, fan art of mine or any imagery that I'm from, if it isn't of my raccoon character that I have as everything as my mascot, which is the main reason why I don't have a human as my physical appearance on the internet. I don't want people to draw my face if it's not for a raccoon, but if it's a human version of myself. Not because I don't want people to know what I look like, but because I don't want speculation of what I look like to be out there.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's my boundary about it. So set your own boundaries about really difficult topics, and just know that you are the best version of yourself if you're trying to be. And best isn't perfect, but you can become better by learning, making mistakes, and just coping and moving forward. That's just how I deal with it. It's difficult, it sucks, it's awful, and for me personally, I think the roughest one that I had in a while, and this was no one's fault, all right? And I'm gonna name some names, but these people, I don't blame them. It's no one's fault. I chose myself to go here, all right? But TwitchCon of last year was pretty rough for me.
No.
Because I met a lot of people. I met Nuke, I met Era, I met Dijon, I met Maddie and Pyro, I met some creators out there who have no fucking idea who I am, because to them I was probably just a fan. But usually I tended to take a really long time before I showed someone what I look like, because to me, and this is how I think about it, when I show someone my face, they'll probably never forget it and know forever what I look like.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. So I don't want people to know unless I think I'm ready to show them. And with this with these people in TwitchCon,
I kind of took my first step to get over that. And it was a major moment for me that I talked about with no one and to no one, except for Rin the Hacker. Love you, Rin. And I went home, and it sucked. I got a bit upset to myself. I realized that these people will now forever know who I am, and I don't. Or how I look like. But that's the exact point I was trying to get to, sorry. But what I look like isn't who I am. I am who I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that I can't fully perceive my face is just a part of who I am. Although not by choice, but I have come to terms with that. And that is how I deal with body dysmorphia. But that's just me. It's a really difficult topic. Shit will be different for you. But you'll get through this.
Yeah, you will.
Just take it a day at a time. Just take it a day at a time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. All right. Oh, what is both of your opinions on bullying and how to like fix it and defending yourself really? Wait, is defending yourself really violence or really bad as school says it is?
Ooh, I'm a teacher. This is a difficult one.
Yeah, you're a teacher. I guess this comes from your perspective. It'd be cool to have both of our perspectives on this. How have you dealt with bullying in the past?
Well, I have at one point physically had to pull students apart from one another. One of them was really funny. We were a couple first graders in high school. So, and at least here in the Netherlands,
first graders. I thought you meant like 6 years old.
No. So first year of high school. First year of high school. So for me, what it was so fucking funny. So for first year for high schoolers, they tend to have really big backpacks because they have a lot of books, and they tend to be relatively small still because they're fucking children. So two people were duking it out, and I just grabbed one of them by his backpack and just pulled him back and lifted him up, and that was the funniest display of my physical strength I've ever seen in my life. But how like what are my thoughts on bullying? Obviously,
like,
it sucks. It's awful. Well, I don't think it's preventable, but I think it is difficult to deal with. As a teacher, my rule in bullying is that, obviously, besides the fact that I do it to my friends, when I'm in a position of power and a professional position, my relation to the student cannot become too personal for two reasons. One, I'm not the friend of this person. The person who's being bullied and who's coming to me to help, I'm not their friend. I am a professional doing a job. I don't know this person. I merely teach them English. That is my role. But I have a responsibility as someone in power to take care of their physical and mental well-being as long as they are in the institution that I work in. So, the second reason why I don't get involved too much while bullying is going on is because being a friend of a teacher is the easiest way to make it worse. That shit will make it worse so fast. If you are being bullied and you're really close with teachers, that'll just make shit worse for you because you'll be called a fucking like a suck up and like a bully or a teacher's pet. Won't be good for you. So what I do with the situation where bullying is going on is I try to sit down the people who I know are the offenders, let them know what they should stop doing, and then after that, report it to the correct person at the place where I work to handle it. Because we have basically an HR for school, right? We have somebody who is a paid professional who is in our school to preserve the peace and well-being of all students. That's not my position. I am a teacher. I shouldn't go in there and fight the students' battle for them, but I really want to help, and that is all I should do. Mm-hmm. So bullying should go away, but I can wish upon a star for as long as I'm alive, and it'll never happen. Bullying is sadly just a part of high school / school in general, and although I really want it to go away, it won't. So I will just do what I'm instructed to do and help out in any way I can without making it worse for the student involved.
Fair enough. For me, I don't know. Okay, so let me reread the question quickly. Depending on how to fix it, is defending yourself with violence really the bad? So I never think you should defend yourself with violence, because I think a lot of the time violence makes it worse.
Yeah, violence, obviously. Sorry, I never answered that. No violence. Sorry,
no, violence always makes it worse, because then it can, get into like a lot of legal shit. And it kind of, once violence is sort of brought out, then it goes beyond you and whoever's bullying you. It goes into like both of your parents and like the police and all of that. And that is a mess you don't want to fucking get in. That is a battle you don't want to get in. And of course, like hurting other people is obviously bad. Don't do that. But I think like it depends what type of bullying, I guess. I think Kaja, this is a kind of personal question. You don't have to answer it. Were you ever bullied when you were in school?
Yes.
What way? Which way? Like overtly, physically?
Never physically. Never physically. I've never been physically harmed by my bullies. But I've definitely been bullied, yeah.
In a way that like other people could see?
See, maybe not specifically, but people definitely knew about it.
Yeah.
Like I was never the kid in the middle of the playground who got like beaten up and everybody just looked on. No, that's never a situation I've been in. No, always just mental and just jokes and like taking the piss out of me constantly and that.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, no, that's fair. I think I've been bullied twice specifically in my life. I think there was one time in primary school where I was about 7, and there was a kid in the older grade than me that would like on the bus, because we took the bus together to school every day. Not like together, but they were just on the same bus as me, and they would like. Leave bruises all over me on the bus to school.
Oh,
which was not good. But I don't know. They'd like pretend to do it in like a joking way, but it would like actively leave bruises all over my body.
Yeah.
And I never because I was so young, I didn't realize that it was a bad thing. I didn't realize that it was a bad thing until like, because they would say it in like a jokey way, so I just kind of assumed that was how friendship was meant to be. Because I didn't really have that many friends growing up. And I remember...
You're a Minecraft creator girl, none of us did.
Okay, alright. I think that's why I value my friends so highly now, is just because of like, I'm always like, damn, these people have stuck with me, that's so cool. But it's sort of like... I realized like the best case of how someone has dealt with bullying before was that okay, at my primary school, we had this really mean principal. No, she was the vice principal, and she was really fucking mean, and everyone was scared of her. Like literally every single kid was fucking scared of her. And I told my parents eventually, because I came home and I had bruises all over my arms, and my parents were like what happened? Like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, it's just like she just does this on school like every morning. It's like fine, it's whatever. And they were like, what the fuck? So they told like the vice principal of the school, and I remember getting pulled out of one of my classes, and like I walk into a room and see this kid who is sat on this chair fucking sobbing in like a classroom. And I remember not much about this conversation because I was still pretty young, but the most like I don't know. I felt it's like, when like you're just getting bullied and it's like vindication and it's like it's finally fucking done. And I remember so specifically this vice principal looks at the kid, and I'm sat next to this kid. They're crying. I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know what I was meant to do. And the vice principal looks at this kid and goes, why are you crying? She should be the one crying. She's the one you hurt. Why are you crying? And I was like, fuck. Fuck, dude. I obviously didn't say that because I was 7, but that scene I remember so vividly in my head of being like, because it never happened again after that. Literally, that kid wouldn't even look at me anymore after that, which I mean, it prevented the issue, but like it was pretty intense. That was sort of like that was sort of the only physical example that I had as a kid. And then there was the one I talked about earlier, which went over like 4 years, I think it was about 4 years. That was like it was like this group of, okay, basically when I was in primary school, I don't know, obviously like looking back on it, it's kind of hard to tell because you only know what you knew in the time to what to be true, so you don't really know what the actual case is. But I would switch friend groups like every single year because I think people would just sort of get sick of me after a while, because it's like I was like very ADHD kid, right? I would be hyper and I would talk about everything all the time, and I was so energetic constantly that I think people would like get sick of me after a little while. So I would have to switch friend groups every year to like different parts of the grade. because I don't know, whatever. But when I went to high school, I remember I found this group of people, and they were really chill and they were really nice, and they introduced me to anime and like all this other stuff, and they were cool. And then I remember the year switched, and I went, am I supposed to find new people to hang out with? or can I stay with these people? Because I don't know what I'm supposed to do now, because normally whoever I was hanging out with was sick of me by now and I had to dip. But they wanted me to stay. But unfortunately, over time, I discovered that one of the people that I was closest with basically had not had a great time in primary school and decided that they needed power. They needed some form of power to make themselves feel better, right? And in turn took that out on me, who was very vulnerable for a long-lasting friendship, right? I wanted someone to care about me and want me around, and they kind of took advantage of that, and like would just sort of treat me like shit a lot of the time, and like a servant essentially, which kind of sucked because I thought that was what friendship was meant to be like. And it was sort of got to the point where I would say anything and they would like, it was them and like it was sort of, I became sort of like the punching bag of a friend group, where it was sort of like, if I would say, I was scared to say anything because I was worried they would judge me and make fun of me for anything. And then there was also another group of people that like went around to like the rest of the grade and spread rumors, because I sort of went to like, just about me generally, just saying shit. And boy, oh god, it was so bad when I fucking started a YouTube channel. Oh my god.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Oh, that was so much worse. Because, okay, basically, I remember these videos I've taken down now. But when I started my YouTube channel, I obviously didn't have any content creator friends at the time. So I used this group of people that I thought I was friends with, but were very much just harassing me a lot. There's a lot more than the story that I'm not going to go into because it could be triggering for people. But that I was friends with, and I remember I put them in my early videos, and it was really fun, and we had fun and stuff, and it was great. And then when I started to grow a bit more, I wanted, just for like everyone's safety, I didn't want them in my videos anymore, because I wanted to sort of expand to meet new people and things and etc. So I started went, okay, I'm gonna make some videos with you guys, but I'm mainly gonna make videos with these new people that I've met because they're content creators and I'm excited about it and it's cool and stuff. One of the people that was in it decided that they would go around talking about to everyone how they were gonna beat me up next time I went to school. Because this was during the time period where I would go to school maybe one day a week because of just how generally anxious I was. And this did not help, dude. I didn't go to school for about like a month and a half because of this. I like would refuse to go because I would have a panic attack anytime anyone side tried to like include me, because they would like go around talking about it and being like, yeah, this person said that they're gonna do this, like watch out, like don't go to school. Oh my god, creeper. It was so fucking bad. And I was like horrified because of it. And then I remember I went back to school and I was sat with the friend group because they were the only friends that I had. I literally had never talked to anyone else in the grade because I was too anxious to, because I don't know, I was just scared. And of course I could barely say anything because I never said anything at that point in time, because otherwise I'd get made fun of. But then, I remember this so vividly. A teacher walked past me and went, "Hey, Caboodle." And I went, "What?" Like they said caboodle and then kept walking, and I went, "What?" "What? Huh? What? Huh? What?" And that was sort of the start of the end. That sucked. That was so bad because they like made fun of me as they walked past me, and I was like, oh no. Oh god, they've told everyone. Shit, dude. What the fuck do I do? How do the fucking teachers know? Like, oh god, it was so bad. And then from then on, the thing that made me pull the plug on that school, I think, because I need to leave that school for a while, but I kind of just thought high school was just like that because that was the sort of only high school that I went, so I thought I was just the worst of the best. But I realized when I had to like completely pull the plug, it was when it was early year 10, so I would have been just turned 15, I guess. And I remember people would come into my Twitch chat and try and dox me. Like they would say my full name, like people from my school, and I would know that it was people from my school because they would like, it would be an anonymous username obviously, but they would say things that's like, full name, you have an English test today, blah 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 blah, and it would be like things that I actually have. So they would like come into my chat and like spam my chat and try and dox me and try and make fun of me in my Twitch chat. So a lot of my mods back then had to know my full name so we could like watch out for that. I don't know if many of them know it anymore because I don't think something like that's happened for a while. But like they had to know my full name to watch out for those kids. And I remember I went to like the school therapy thing, which was useless, by the way. But I went to the school therapy and I told them, and I was like, surely there's something you guys can do, right? This is ridiculous. Like, this is fucking insanity. Are you kidding? And they were like, yeah, no, we can't do anything about this. Sorry. And I was like, okay.
Yikes.
Fuck
Very
this,
useful.
dude.
Thanks.
Fuck this, man. And then I just like, I pretty much got up, completely left that side of town, cut off everyone from that school, and just moved away, essentially. And then sort of like restarted my life when I was like mid 15. But yeah.
W. Kabuto.
That's my life. Anyway, we were talking about bullying. So sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead and look for the next question. I'm gonna go to the toilet really quickly.
Okay, you do that. Anyway, sorry to throw my dumb chat. Sorry about that. You needed mods. I did have mods back then, which is the reason that like they didn't get away with it in my chat, but they wouldn't stop. Like it would happen every day. Yeah. I mean, what else can you do? Yeah, literally, I like blocked everyone. I think since then, I think I've come back in contact with like 2 or 3 of the more chill people from that friend group that I was in. I think I've come back with like 2 or 3 of the more chill people from that friend group, but I haven't met up with them ever. I can't even go to that side of town anymore without like being terrified low key. Like it's still there. Who's she talking about? This is Kaja. He's awesome. But anyway, how long did it last after you moved away? Well, I mean, I moved literally to the other side of town, like completely the opposite side of the city. I went to a different school. I literally blocked anything. I had no contact with anyone. And it was still terrifying, right? It was still so scary to do that because I still had really severe social anxiety. And I was so scared to say anything. I was so sad to speak, you know? But it did get better, right? It definitely got better because the school that I went to after that, everyone was so much nicer. And I'm still friends with people from that school to this day. Not as close anymore. Oh, sorry. Hi. I didn't really do it back. The school that I went to after, I'm still friends with some of the people. They're not my current close friend group because I think one of them's in like Romania right now. I think he went off traveling to like Romania to go look at, because I think he wants to become a pilot. So he wants to go. Actually, fun fact, that friend that I'm currently talking about, the one in Romania, designed my Caboodle character, like the current design of my character. He did the art for that. So he's still awesome. But I don't know. After I moved away, life got a lot easier.
He's owed so many like dollars in equity. That's not kidding. Bro can just go, dude. I made that bunny. Pay up. No.
I did pay him originally for the sketch, but I remember we sat because we always used to. I was sort of like at that new school. I was sort of part of like the smaller art nerds kind of group where like everyone in that friend group could draw except for me, so I would just kind of sit there. But we would hang out in the art classroom every lunch, and I remember the day. I posted a little while ago some old sketches of the first Caboodle designs that we would literally draw on the whiteboard in the art room of like designs for the new character when I like rebranded myself in 2022. But yeah, man, I don't know. I hope they're doing well. I doubt they'll see this because I don't think they even go on the internet anymore. Actually, maybe I don't know. But yeah, they're awesome. Anyway, I was looking about the next question, right? Let me have a look. Oh, this is a good one. Do any of y'all have imposter syndrome? Because I have a chance to get a full ride into college, American tuition. And I'm just like, why I have no clue what I'm doing. That's awesome, first off. Congrats. That's awesome.
Damn. I'm not big enough for this yet. You probably do.
I can probably speak on this.
Yeah, but all I will say, and this is one of those answers where it's like, if you're sad, just don't be sad, lol. But how I look at imposter syndrome as somebody who's had like very, very minor instances of it, I just go, well, if you really are like that quote unquote special, like in the field that you do, like content for UCAB, and the people reward you for it, then you probably deserve to be there, because otherwise there was someone else out there that does it better than you and they get the rewards instead. But again, that's a very just don't be sad lol answer. I'm not big enough for like actual imposter syndrome, so I'll hand it over to you. You get the talking stick.
Yeah. Okay. So I've had like, especially I think it was mainly when I joined LIFESTEAL was the first sort of heavy set of imposter syndrome that I got. I sort of had like little cases of it every now and then, but I think the big one, which I don't get as much anymore, but it's definitely still a little bit there. That like I remember for the first maybe few months when I knew I was in lifestyle, I was like, wow, how the fuck am I in lifestyle? What the fuck? How the fuck did I get here? Because the thing for me is that, especially being someone who's really shit in a PvP, like at PvP in a PvP community, is such like a fucking like whiplash of an effect for me. Because if you think about it, right, I kind of just did lore and then made silly videos that's like, because the reason that I got into the PvP community is because Clown Pierce taught me how to make videos. So I made them in the same style that Clown Pierce made them, because that was the only thing I knew, because it was before I knew my style, right? And eventually I just came to like it, and I came to love the storytelling of it. That was there, and I still love telling. You can see in my like even in my lifestyle videos that I definitely love the storytelling aspect more than the PvP aspect of it, like by far. I turn all of my lifestyle videos into epic like TV show episodes because of just how much more I like storytelling. But I think with Imposter Syndrome specifically, it was so weird when I first joined lifestyle of just being like, man, fuck, how the fuck did I get here as someone who's like not good at PvP? And I had a big thing as well. I kind of built it into my lifestyle lore, but I had a big thing for a while where I like felt like I didn't have my place in lifestyle because I couldn't defend myself and because I wasn't good enough to be in the server, which is funny because I'm actually on it right now. But like I had a big thing where I didn't feel like I was good enough at the game to be in lifestyle. So I would just get really anxious about it. And I would talk to like some people, like I talked to Clown about it a bit. I talked to Zam about it. I talked to Bacon about it. Like I would talk to some people about it and just be like, fuck yeah, I don't know if I deserve to be here, but I don't know what I can do. It's like, I don't know how to participate when I can't hold my own ground, you know? And they were all of course very kind about it. And they sort of would just say like, it's lifestyle right now isn't about PvP, right? It's not what it is about. It's not what it's been about for a while. Of course, that's the branding that everyone uses because it's helpful to get the PvP involved, but it's really not that anymore. And it's about the level of quality that you've produced, right? So obviously you can apply this to your own situation in your own kind of way, but for college, it would be you tested well enough and performed well enough to actively be there. If you look at the pure facts of the situation, disregarding like the feelings of it, if you look at the pure facts of the situation, you deserve to be there. If you tested well enough and you did well enough to be there, then you deserve to be there because that's how that kind of system works, right? Okay, well,
that's a joke. That was a joke. I'm joking.
Whoa.
I love you, Drap Shoe.
Whoa.
I'm kidding. He deserves that shit. He's been grinding for ages. He's absolutely a fantastic creator. Like what the fucking subathon he did to get the VidCon last year was fantastic. It was so much fun. He absolutely deserves it. I'm just taking the piss out of him. Go ahead. Sorry.
So I think my big thing with Imposter Syndrome is just the way that calmed me down about it is you look at the facts of the situation, right? You look at the pure statistics of that you logically did this well enough to be able to deserve to be here. Therefore, you deserve to be here, right? You put in the effort, you put in the work, and no matter how you may feel about yourself or feel about the matter at hand, whether you think you deserve to be there, obviously the people that selected you do, which means they have faith in you, which means you like people believe in you, right? Take the people believe in you and make your future with it, you know? I'm always a big person of like, you can do anything, always. I think everyone can do anything if you put your mind to it. So, yeah, that's my take on it, is just look at the things that always calm me down in these kind of situations of like self-worth and stuff, is if you look at the pure facts of the situation, that's something you can't argue with. Because that's something my anxiety likes to do, is just like twist facts and like twist information and make assumptions. But the way that I've always found combating that is if you look at actual facts, like you look at shit that can't be argued with, right? Then it helps put my mind at ease a little bit more, you know? Yeah. But yeah, if you qualified to be there, then you deserve to be there. Like you tested well enough to be there, you deserve to be there. But
well, there you are.
Yeah. All right. Let me have the next one. Okay, this isn't an insight question, but someone's asking what happened to Magic and Caboodle SMP. Magic, I think quit content creation just because they needed to focus on real life more. They kind of just disappeared, so we had to cut them out of KSP. I think they just had a lot going on IRL.
She died. Ro got an arrow to the head.
Oh, I thought you meant in real life. I was like, what?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just answering the joke question, which is the Caboodle SMP
in Caboodle
SMP,
she got shot in the head. Yeah, well, yeah, she did. She died. But in
and then Link found the body and left it there.
Yep.
Kabuto SMP fans, do with that what you will. Okay, move on.
Okay. What's the next one? How do you deal with having a reputation in school that you can't change at my school as the quiet kid, and I hate it, and it does not help the bullying?
That's a bit of a loaded question, honestly. Having a reputation is obviously, if it's not one you like, then it's not great. And as you said, it doesn't really help with the bullying. But let me think about this one for a second. I'd say, obviously, if there's bullying involved, then talk to a teacher. Talk to someone about it. Get into contact with someone who's a professional.
A teacher you trust, I might say. Even if there's no teachers you trust.
A teacher you trust, or a trusted individual.
Trusted adult of some description.
Yeah, definitely. And your reputation will only change if you change with it. I'm not saying you are a quiet kid, as you said that was the reputation you had. Not saying you are that, but and it's really hard to do this, to ignore bullies, because they are so in your face. But what I've learned is that attention, when something goes ignored for long enough, at some point people will stop doing it. If you ignore people who are making a joke that you don't like, you don't get pissed off at them and you don't laugh at it, you just ignore them. You just shrug it off, go like, yeah, funny, and then you just move on. Then people will stop making those types of jokes because they don't work on you. At least that's the impression you give. That's not an advice to get rid of bullying. Always talk to someone if you're being bullied. It's important that you at least mention it to like a parent or a teacher you trust. But if you're being categorized as like the quiet kid in school, then I guess ignore whenever it happens and just try to change that a bit. Try to be social with people who don't bully you. Try to talk to them a little bit, and hope that it fades. Because it's difficult when you have a set reputation. I was the nerd in high school, but I didn't care. I embraced that. Because every single time somebody had any question regarding to any type of technology, I usually was the one to give the answer. So for me, embracing it worked. But ignoring something you don't like is the most effective way in behavior to get it to stop. Yeah. Except for bullying, please make sure you go to an adult about that. But if it's not bullying, but just, a joke, like, if it's just a friend group that you're in and you really think of these people as friends and they're making jokes about you that you don't like, ignoring the joke, simply moving on with your day and not giving it any attention will at some point cause them to stop, because it doesn't work on you anymore. Usually they make those types of jokes to get a kick out of you for the reaction. But that's my take.
And if you stop caring about it, then they won't.
Yeah, if you stop caring about it, then they will too. At some point.
That's why Morn disbanded, chat. Prince Zam stopped caring about Mapex's attacks on him, and then he just stopped.
That's funny.
It is funny. All right, where am I headed this way? Ooh, I want to be a Minecraft YouTuber. I just don't know how to start. Any advice? How do you start, Kaja?
Well, I'm not a YouTuber, but
streamer, content creator. Thank you for the 100 bits.
Well, how I started was simple. I was not in the Minecraft community a year and a half ago. It's nearing on 2 years. In June, I've been in this community for 2 entire years.
Oh, he's so new to the community, chat. Oh my god, he's so new. He's so new to the community.
Yeah, I'm very fresh still.
Yeah, he's still very fresh and new.
But what I did is I was just on Twitter, or X, no, it wasn't X yet, it was still Twitter. I was on Twitter, and I randomly saw a tweet go by from the Showtime SMP, and they said, "We want people, it's a lore server, apply." And I was like, fucking, I have time on my hands. We're about to go into summer break. Sure, why not? I like doing lore anyway. I love role-playing. And then we went into it, and I somehow got invited, and then I just started storytelling. I just streamed a story
got my ideas together, and Split Apart was born. And in my situation, am I a full-time creator? Fuck no. But I am currently talking to Cap Caboodle.
Hi.
And
I'm a full-time creator.
Yeah, and she is, and I managed to get into a position where I am talking to people who have a high fan base because I just like doing what I do. If I and this is not to flex, and I really do not want anyone to interpret it like this, okay? Please understand that I'm not about to flex something, it is just a fact. If I were to tell myself 2 years ago, because Cab, no offense, I didn't know who you were 2 years ago.
I know, it's okay.
As a creator. Same for Clown, same for Zam. I didn't know anyone from the lifestyle side of things. But if I would told myself 2 years ago that I would have AimZ added on Discord, I'd never fucking believe myself. But here we are. So, like, I know her, them, and their content. I don't want to only say her for after the dream shit. I know them and their content, and they're a fantastic creator. I love their shit, and I love a lot of their content. And I would have never fucking guessed that I would have had them added on Discord 2 years later. But then here you are. So just start. It is simply that simple. I had the luck that I got into an SMP that really fitted my style, but you don't need an SMP. You don't need one, but it helps.
I'd say
that is all I wanted to say.
I'd say, building on what Kaja said, something that I didn't do enough when I was a smaller creator that I regret more is say yes to every opportunity you get.
Yes,
say
do
yes
that.
to everything.
I agree.
Say yes to literally every single opportunity you get that, like, seems even mildly interesting, because you have no idea where it could lead. For example, when I started KSMP, I had a guy DM me on Twitter. There was just some guy I never knew, I never heard of, and he went, "Hey, can I join KSMP?" And I looked at him out, I checked him out, and I went, "Yeah, okay, sure. You seem cool. I like your content. You seem fine, shy." No clue who this fucking guy is. 3 years later, he's my best friend and got me into LIFESTEAL SMP, and that is Clown Pierce. I had no fucking idea who he was, and I looked at his content and was like, "Yeah, this guy's cool. He seems threatening and cool. He could be a good villain. We need a villain. Cool. Interesting." And if I had never said yes to that, I never would have met Clown, never would have found out what LIFESTEAL is, never would have learned to make YouTube videos again. Because I sort of had two eras. I sort of had my TikTok era and then my YouTube era, where I made YouTube videos, but they only got views because I was big on TikTok and I would promote them on TikTok. Like, they would never actually, like, good for the YouTube algorithm or anything. I didn't really know how to make a video. And Clown was the one that taught me how to make a video, right? He taught me a lot, and he motivated me to get back into it. He helped me push through a lot of the performance anxiety that I had to do with having to do well and getting over stats and all that stuff. And if I never said yes to Clown joining KSMP, I would not be where I am today by any means at all. So say yes to fucking everything. Say yes to everything. Like, for example, Theray DM'd me like 2 years ago and was like, "Hey, you want to join this stream I'm on?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'm free." That stream was Tubbo Subathon. I then met Tubbo. like it's like those kind of things can have, like, the smallest little things can have the most insane butterfly effects that can lead you into a completely different life path that you never would have ever expected. Ever. Like, it's some of the most insane shit. Like, there were, like, for example, I joined a small Minecraft event a little while ago that was similar to MCC, you know, led to me being in Twitch Rivals for Block Wars, led to, like, many awesome people joining Block Wars. Like, it's insane what these tiny little choices that you make that seem small and insignificant at the time that can lead into such
I wouldn't get to be a
big
Block
thing.
Wars regular, bro.
Yeah, see, like, it's
such a cool event.
It's crazy, because when I joined I've been doing Block Wars for about a year and a half now. Which it was known, but not as well known as it currently is. Nor with half of the people that are in it that are cool. And I've met so many awesome people through it, right? So it's sort of like, if you're starting out and you get invited to even, like, a server that you just think is, like, so small, and it's like you've made, like, maybe one video and you're not sure, fucking say yes. Meet new people. That is always a good thing, because as much as making YouTube videos is obviously helpful towards your growth, connections are so important. Like, it's underrated how important they are in terms of like actually growing a community and growing like being well known rather than just having views. Because there's tons of people, it kind of just depends on what kind of content you want to make, I guess. There's tons of people that have millions and millions of subs and views and no one knows who they are. But
Yes.
in terms of like getting you known, you like meet people, honestly, meet people, get your name, like make an impression, be unique, stand out, you know. And you can't stand out immediately with videos because you have to find your style. So don't be afraid to just try things, because you're not going to be perfect straight up. Learn about others. You know the amount of times I studied Brandycraft videos, because especially before How to Catch a Liar, one of my big goals in content creation and in videos that I wanted to do was being able to make a 50-minute video feel like it was 10. That was something I really wanted to be able to do, is to make a video so engaging that you couldn't, like, it did not feel nearly as long as it was. And Brandy does that really, really well. So I would go through, I would literally go through videos like point by point and separate the sections and take active notes on the things that Brandy would say, like the exact sentences that Brandy would say in these videos, and then dissect them and why they made me feel the way that they did, right? Why that they had the impact that they did, and try and like notice the techniques and stuff that was used in the things that he would say. I did it with Ash Swag's videos as well, because Ash is another person who can make really long videos feel like they're short. And I think I've gotten to a point now where I can do that pretty well. How to Catch a Liar, I've done that. I sort of was a little bit more relaxed on it, on the vlog and the other thing, because the vlog was kind of a video for me. I wasn't making that to do well. And then the Halloween video was kind of a completely different thing. Anyway, I think I've gotten pretty good at it. I think I've like, I understand like what makes a video like a good video now. And especially like back when I first started, I studied all of Clown's videos, and I would follow the instructions that he gave me. And I will send my intros to Wembu and Bacon Waffles and go, hey, how do I make this better? Like, I think the thing is that it doesn't matter whether your videos are doing well. What matters is that you're making them and you're improving on your skills. Because in the case of most people, if you're starting literally from square one and you don't have any idea what you're doing and you're just starting, your videos aren't going to do great because the quality isn't great yet, because you're just learning the skills. And they don't have to be great immediately. But every time you make a video and every time you upload them, you're getting better. You're improving your skills of storytelling, of editing, of scripting, of like the effort that you put into your voice. Everything gets better the more you do it. And as long as you know that as long as you keep going, you'll always know that you're improving. As long as you just keep going. And numbers do not reflect that at all. It's like, okay, there's this one J Schlatt video that he talks about it, and he puts it really well, where he's like, if you heat up an ice cube for like a good chunk of time, it's not going to look like anything's happening, and then suddenly it's going to melt. And then that's when you can tell that all of the heating up that's been done is just poured into this thing, right? So that's a good way to look at it, is just that, like,
and don't forget, chat, bigger number, better person.
No, that one's not true at all. But just sort of in the way of like, don't focus on numbers, which is really fucking hard to do. You never realize how hard it is to do until you fucking like actually start. It's really hard not to focus on numbers. But something as well that Clown taught me was that if the more excited you get by 1 out of 10s, the harder the 10 out of 10s will hit. So I try not to get excited when my videos do well, so that I'd get less sad when they do badly. Yeah, because it's not about the numbers. It's about the skills that you're improving, right? And that you're doing things. And that was a big thing that I used to get burnt out a lot, because I would focus too heavily on the numbers of what I was doing. Oh my God, Hawaiian Raider, thank you for the 46 months. Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
That's insane. Thank you.
That's nearing on 4 fucking years, mate.
Yep. Hawaiian Raider's been there since like the start. I remember. Oh, they're duking it out. But yeah, I'd say that's my best piece of advice. Try not to focus on numbers, and just keep it in mind that it's the process that's the thing, that's the important thing there, not the numbers will come with it. Something Clown also said to me is that a good video will always do well, no matter how long it takes. And he was always right. I remember
he told me the exact same thing in Amsterdam. That's so funny.
Yeah. I remember when my Money SMP video originally came out, it did so bad. It was like 7 out of 10. And I was so sad about it. And he was like, hey, a good video will always do well. And I think it's like one of my top like 5 videos now or something. It's got like 600K. It's like one of my top 5 videos now. So he's not wrong. Maybe some of them just take a little while to take off, but a good video will always do well. Yeah, so don't focus on numbers. YouTube isn't like other platforms. It'll like a lot of platforms like TikTok and stuff, they'll sort of, all of the videos growth will be in the first 24 hours. YouTube isn't like that at all. You will get your videos recommended to you that are years and years and years old. Like, I'm sure anyone that watches YouTube can see that. It's like, you can watch a video that's like 4 or 5 years old and it'll still be getting views, you know? So yeah, don't focus on numbers as much as you focus on the journey and the skills. So, yay. Anyway.
Good.
Next one.
Good
Let me
advice.
find another one.
Good advice, Cat Kabuto.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate.
Oh, God.
Sorry, someone made a dream reference in my chat and said, I'm so happy that Clown didn't hold the fact that he gave you advice over your head. Yeah, no, he would never do that. Clown's like the sweetest guy ever. Oh, here's a good one.
He is really nice. He is really nice.
How do you deal with loneliness? Like, I literally have 3 real friends and none of them will make time to get together. I honestly don't know what to do.
Loneliness. I'm in a very privileged position, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend who's called Nico, who I've known for 9 years.
Damn.
He lives in Denmark. He's probably my best friend. We don't talk much anymore, but frequently enough. And Nico once told me something, which for the longest time I disputed to be just him being kind to me. And that was him telling me that I was the most charismatic person he had ever met in his life. Just to talk to. Now, for a long time I disputed this until I started to become a part of this community and realized that I am really good at making friends on the internet. Because I just get to sit down and talk to someone without having to have the social stigma of an appearance or anything the likes of that. Obviously, I'm not a fucking degen that isn't hygienic, but I might not have the most easy appearance to get around with in a school or a professional environment. But I'm pretty nice to talk to, I'd like to think. So on the internet, it's just really easy for me to make friends if I'm nice to them. And if I have the chance to sit down with them and talk. So loneliness is something that I have, at least once I started to really focus on, the internet is where I spend a majority of my time. I've not had too much of an issue dealing with. I've had issues with it when I was in school. But what I did for that was, I always just thought to myself, the people who I am with and who do want to spend time with me those are probably the people that I want to spend the most time with as well. Being alone is never fun. Being alone and feeling alone will never be great. But if your core friends, as you put it, are really your core friends and you express to them sincerely how much you need to spend time with people, the fact that you feel alone, they'll help you. And it might not be 20 people, but trust me, if you put your cards down and just, tell your friend, hey, can we talk about stuff because I'm not feeling too great and I need my friend, you won't need 20 people. My core friend group in school was 4 people. That was it. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying oh my god, get over it, just talk to your friends. But it is the easiest way to deal with loneliness in a stage of life where you most likely are now, which is school, where you meet quite some people and are stuck with a good amount of them at least 5 days of the week. If you really have core friends there, then ask them to help you out. Sit them down and tell them, hey, I feel alone and I would like to just spend some time with all of you. Could we do something sometime? And then if they really are as good of a friends as you mention it, trust me, they will help you. Because real friends will fucking help if their other friend feels alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's my advice.
That's good advice. All right. What's something you feel strongly about, both of you?
Something I feel strongly about? Just anything?
Just anything. What's something you're really passionate about? Maybe something that's less known that you're really passionate about.
Well, I have to think for a while on
Okay,
this.
I can talk. I know one for
Yeah,
me.
you go.
Okay.
Go ahead. You go first.
Honestly, it's something I don't talk about too much, but something I'm really, really, like, I feel really strongly about is, like, animal conservation and animal rights and environmental impacts is something that's super important to me. And if you ever hang out with me in real life, you'll notice this because it's kind of hard to portray over the internet because I don't see people. But if anyone ever, like, that I'm friends with is, like, littering or something, I'll be like, what the fuck? Go pick that up. Are you fucking, what the hell? Like, I hold myself to, like, a really high standard with that kind of stuff because I think that our world is, like, dying. And I think it's really important to me. It's really important to me that we try and perceive and, like, help what's left, you know, of it, because there's a lot of animals that are very severely endangered due to human impacts from it. And I think that there's a lot more we could be doing about it. There's a lot of awareness that needs to be raised for like issues that people like to sweep under the rug and pretend don't exist, like global warming and a lot of species that are very endangered due to littering in the ocean, and things like that. I don't know. It's something I've always felt very strongly about. I always think that if I didn't go into YouTube content creation, that I would go more heavily into biology and start learning about like animal conservation and ways that we can change the world in terms of impacting and helping repopulate endangered species and stuff like that. There's a project that I did in primary school that I still hold very close to my heart. In Sydney, there's a very well-known zoo called Taronga Zoo that has a massive conservation program attached to it as well. And it was when they were getting these tigers in called the Sumatran tigers, who were at the time, I think they've gone just to endangered now, but they were a critically endangered species. And my school and I did a big project that I majorly led in creating awareness for and raising money for these tigers. And I think as a bunch of 12-year-olds, we managed to raise like $600, $700 or something like that, which for a bunch of 12-year-olds is pretty good. So it's something that's just been very, very important to me a lot of my life, and something I'd always like to learn more about and see what I could do more about. Whenever I go to the zoo or have like spare change and stuff, I'll always try and donate where I can, raise awareness where I can. I've always wanted to make a video about it, but it's kind of hard to make a video about that stuff, what kind of stuff, while having people not immediately be turned off of it, because I know a lot of people are very like, oh, we've heard this a million times, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, you have heard it a million times, but it's fucking important. Like, you need to do something about it. That's why you'll stop hearing it when it changes. And I don't think people quite realize how much of an impact every single individual can have on this kind of stuff. Like, just making sure that you put like the recycling in the recycling bin and just putting your trash in the specific ways that it is, and waiting and keeping a plastic bottle that you just finished drinking until you can get to a proper recycling bin, just putting it in your bag and just waiting with it rather than like putting it on the ground or leaving it somewhere on purpose. Like, it's these kind of impacts have much more than you realize that every individual has. And I think it's really important that we are, as a society, are more proactive into it, because we're killing things, lots of them, lots of creatures, especially with like reporting hunting trades and not buying like actual animal skin and stuff like that, like exotic goods that people hunt animals for, like certain elephant tusks and shit like that. It's something that is very, very important to me, that I maybe don't talk about as much as I'd like to, because I'm always worried that people will be like, oh, she's fucking talking about this again. Because I don't want to talk about it to the point where people get sick of it, because that's not my goal. I just want to raise awareness towards it. So I really do want to make a video about that kind of stuff, but I'm just having trouble trying to format it at the moment. But that's something I feel very strongly about. Kaja, your turn.
So you turn it into a bit of a thing you're like also passionate about, right?
Yeah.
Like something you actively want to see a change in.
Yeah.
So a topic I feel very strongly about, due to numerous reasons, is religion.
Oh.
I have a history with it, and I'm fascinated by it. And I won't get into too many of my opinions about it now, because first of all, kind of controversial topic, religion to begin with. But I'm really fascinated by it as a subject, and as how humans interact with it. And also how, like, I'm an atheist, I'll just say that. And I personally find it very fascinating how someone can put trust in, deities and gods that aren't specifically confirmed to be true. I find it very remarkable how somebody can put their trust in something invisible, basically. I'm an atheist, and I find incredible strength in the fact that there isn't someone watching over me. The fact that what I'm doing isn't part of, quote unquote, like God's plan. Because it means that the person who I am... True. But it means that the person who I am is someone I made. Someone I turned myself into. The person who I want to be. And I find immense comfort in knowing that there isn't someone looking out for me. That there isn't a God that will make sure that everything will be okay. Life sometimes isn't okay. But to know that I'm truly in control of my own journey, and that there isn't somebody out there that will, guide me along, and when I eventually die will help me and out, that brings me comfort, because it means that I am my own person. And that's as far as I'll go into it, because I could talk about religion quite literally forever. And also there is also so many like controversial things to talk about.
Yeah.
One thing I will say before I leave it off is that I do completely believe in the freedom of religion. You are free to believe in any religion you like, and I will not tell you you're being an idiot for it. I just have my own opinion.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, someone in my chat said KSMP Contra would hate IRL Contra. I just think that's really funny.
He would. They really would not get along.
Because your entire character is about religion.
Yeah. They really would not fuck with each other. They would not. I would throw hands with a hybrid, knowing I would lose and get my ass rolled by a 4-5 raccoon. But I would do it anyway. I would do it, bro. I saw a question like not too long ago. That I really wanted to talk about.
Yes.
Hold up, I'm putting this up. Here from your YouTube chat on the topic of I don't really know at this point what to believe, and I don't know how to tell anyone. Wait, no, this is not the right one. Sorry, this is religion. Sorry, this is the one that was Skundy put in chat. Hold up, it's from you though. Torinit, that one.
Torinit.
Hey, Cab, this is coming from a therapist friend. How do I stop putting other people's issues before my own, or can do to stop /feeling like a backup friend? And sure, I feel like a burden. So the thing I have to say about that is a lovely, lovely analogy, a lovely comparison, which was actually originally made, as far as I'm aware, by Jaden Animations. Which is you have to put your mental health specifically. Imagine it as a garden, and your friends have their own little ecosystems, their own little gardens, and they're all on their separate little islands. Think of it as Skyblock. Fucking hell, why not? And everyone has their little island that they have to keep track of, that they have to take care of, that they have to clean, tidy, make sure is okay. The more of a messy mental space you get, the more time it'll take to heal your garden. So if you see someone sinking in their garden's mess, if there's dirt in the water, if their plants aren't growing, if the grass isn't green anymore, don't instantly shoot to help out their garden until yours can go without your supervision for a little bit. If you look at your garden and go, okay, I can leave for 10 minutes and shit won't start dying, then you can go help someone else. But if you look at your own garden that's in panic mode and you go, you know what, how about I help someone else out too? It's not really a great idea. Because it'll just ensure that you will sink alongside them. You can't help someone out of the pit they're in if you're in your own. Climb out of it first. Get yourself in a stable position.
What if you just get an insane amount of guilt? Speaking for a friend.
Well, it's obviously difficult to make sure that you are to not feel guilt, but. The real main thing I can say about that is very simply, don't. It's gonna be such a don't be sad answer, but you shouldn't feel guilty for not helping someone else out, because the help you can give that person if you yourself are a lot more organized is way better than the help you'll give them if you help them without being organized yourself. Mm-hmm. You can help someone out 10 times better once your own shit is put together before compared to the amount of help you can give them before or while your shit is also a mess. That's my counter to that. It won't help with not feeling guilty. You'll probably still feel guilty as you don't help them out because you need to focus on yourself. But just know and tell yourself that once you're done and once you can help them out, the help you'll give them 10 times better than the help you would have given them if you jumped to their aid straight away and sank down with them.
Fair enough. I have more to talk about with that, but I'm not going to do it on stream.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
We can yap about that later. Anyway.
So yeah, that's the one topic I still wanted to. That's the one question I saw that I wanted to talk about because I saw it. It was very interesting. Oh, and actually, there's a video out there. Sorry, on the internet that is called Spaceship U. It is by CGP Grey. Watch it. If you struggle with maintaining a schedule, if you struggle with keeping yourself in place and keeping yourself in order, look up CGP Grey Spaceship U. Watch the video. I think it's like 20 minutes long. It was about the pandemic, but it fucking helped me so much to get my shit together, bro.
That's good.
Watch that video. I promise you, you'll not regret spending 20 minutes of your life watching it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did want to answer something as well. There were a few questions generally just being like, how do I deal with having depression? Something that helped me kind of like remotivate myself, which is actually like kind of an odd thing that I thought was ridiculous to do before I started doing it. But something that really helped me, because the issue was that I would spend a lot of time sat in bed watching YouTube all day, fucking all day. All I would do is sit and watch YouTube. And what helped me a lot with that was I would actually, like, I started watching lifestyle like creators, like fitness like creators, and I don't do fitness, man. I like rarely work out, but I started doing like and watching these like vlogs of people just going about their day, and it actually really fucking helped. Thank you for the Prime, by the way, season, but it actually like really helped of just watching like this one creator called Lena Lifts, who's like a fitness vlogger, and she just like, when I watched her, she'd like just moved into like her dream apartment in New York City, and just watching her like organize the house and like watching her go and do daily chores and just like talk about the shit that she did and like the meals that she ate that day, like really helped. Hi Rin, also thank you for the sub. D3.
Rin the Hacker? I love Rin the Hacker.
Hi Rin. Also Hype Train, fuck yeah. But no, genuinely, like, just watch it. And it didn't work immediately, but every day I would watch at least one of her videos of just, and it really motivated me to like get up and do something, like anything. Just get up and just like do anything. And I would start off with a little bit of, I'd have like one goal per day, one thing that's reasonably easily achievable. That's like reasonably easily achievable, and just to like build my confidence back a little bit with being able to achieve things. And I would just have one thing per day where it'd be like, make the bed, or like do the dishes, or like wash your clothes, and like something like that. That's
Start
like
with something small.
Something that's pretty small that I can just do reasonably easily in one day. And eventually it did build back up my content, build back up my courage a lot. And I was able to start like getting up and streaming every day was actually a big one. Cause I always had an issue where I thought that I could never keep doing something consistently. Like I always thought that was like, oh, I never stick to goals, and I'll always like fall back into like sort of a depressive mode of doing nothing. Like I can't keep goals. And then I decided that I was like, you know what? After Your Last Days, which was 2 years ago now, holy shit. 1 year ago? 2 years ago? About a year and a half ago now. After that, I had I had so much fun streaming that I went, fuck it. I'm going to try and prove to myself that I can make a routine to sort of be able to trust in myself again. So I started streaming every day, and I would wake up at 8:30 a.m. and then go live at 9. And I did that every fucking day. And apart from like holidays and breaks, which are equally as important, chat, I've been able to keep up that standard pretty well since. And I still do stream almost every single day. And it's how that act has helped me build up a lot more confidence in terms of believing in myself and being able to know that I can achieve things. Like I can achieve anything I put into my mind, you know? Just because of being able to consistently do that one thing every day of just, you know, streaming every day. So
yeah, look at that.
That's my goal. If you're having trouble with that kind of stuff, pick one tiny thing that you can just do every single day. And also, if you're having trouble motivating yourself to do that, surprisingly, watch like lifestyle vloggers just go about their day. It's actually really helpful. Because surrounding yourself with other people that are like taking care of themselves and like doing things and being productive and stuff, I think helps a lot with getting yourself to do it, right? Because it's if people around you are doing that kind of thing and you're seeing other people doing it, it motivates you to do it, at least in my experience. Thank you, Trebles, as well, for the sub. Yo, thank you. Oh my god, chat, we're almost at
perfect.
Hype Train.
That's a good answer.
Thank you.
Good answer.
Yippee. Okay. How do you deal with trust issues? Ooh.
Trust issues?
Yeah.
Well, trust issues come in many different ways. So I'd say, like,
I guess more
first
detail.
of all, identify it.
Yeah.
Identify what it is you have trust issues with. Is it just because if you have trust issues with everything, that's kind of
like
wild.
friends,
like a specific example
is what we have.
Trust issues with friends.
So trusting other people, I imagine.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a really fucked up answer.
Uh-oh.
And this is not a good thing to do, but it is really funny and usually it works.
What? Okay.
Okay. So imagine that you have like a secret that you really don't want out. And you don't trust someone. You shouldn't do this. But what you could
Why are you saying it?
is you could
Oh my god.
because it's really funny.
Okay.
What you could do is you could make up a fake version of that, tell it to someone, and then if somebody else tells you, you'll know it was them.
So it's like testing. You shouldn't do that. But that is
Yes.
really funny. You really
That is
shouldn't do that,
manipulative
though.
as fuck.
You
That is
should not.
manipulative
That's
as
so
fuck.
manipulative. Don't do that.
But if you give a specific person a source of information and you change the story every single time and give it to like 2 or 3 people who you don't trust but you want to see, and then somebody else who you didn't tell that story to will leak it and talk to you about it without, then you'll know who it was. Don't do that.
That's
But
so
it's funny as hell.
manipulative. Don't do that. Oh my
Yes.
god. It is funny, though.
Yes.
Do you have any
Okay,
genuine
but
advice then?
my genuine advice on this topic is trust issues. Trust issues with friends is difficult because you need to ask yourself if you can't trust them, do you want to be around
Thank you, Trebles.
them?
Thank you, Trebles.
If I had a friend who I genuinely couldn't trust, like imagine I have friends who I know I can't trust with secrets because they're like leakers, not on their fault, like they don't purposefully leak that stuff, but they just get so excited about something and they just blurt it out. Yeah. So, but if it's just like if it's just trusting entirely, like trusting a friend completely, you gotta start asking yourself the question if you want to be around those type of people.
What if it happens
you
with like
can't
everyone,
trust
though? Like literally everyone.
I'd imagine that's near on but that's paranoia. At that point, you gotta ask yourself why you don't trust people. If you don't trust anyone you've ever met in your life, the reason why is probably within yourself.
Yeah.
And you should look at yourself for that.
Thank you, Troubles, for the 100.
But if it's just a couple people who you really don't trust, then you should probably stop spending. If you genuinely don't think you can trust a friend, then they shouldn't be a friend.
Yeah.
A friend should be someone that you can trust. That's as simple as I can put it. If you don't trust your friends because they have a track record of not being like careful with sensitive information or whatever, then talk to them about it. If they don't change their ways, then fucking drop them. It sounds really rough, but you need to be able to trust your friends. As much as I say on the internet that I hate him, I can trust Saturn with my life. Cab 2.
Aw.
But Saturn is someone who I've known for 5 years. Gorb and Saturn, I've known them for 5 years. I love them both. They're both 2 of my best friends. We're lack of intellect, but we don't lack friendship, and we definitely don't lack the trust in each other. We might be fucking idiots, but yeah. But yeah, as I said, if you do not trust anyone, then you should start looking internally into why that is.
Therapy.
Because, yeah, well, therapy is a very big leap instantly. I do think everyone, if you have the option to shoot at some point, like go to a therapy session to just check out what it's like. Because therapy is pretty important, and it helps a lot of people. But you don't want to clog up the system for those who like need it, you know? But yeah, if you trust absolutely no one, then you should definitely ask yourself why that is and see if the problem maybe lie internal. I've had that before. And I just figured out that I should stop being sad, lol. But I should just slowly like try to open up bit by bit, and then at some point I did, and then now I am where I am. Here I am where I am today.
Okay.
Small steps, baby steps.
Baby steps. Okay, what about how do I deal with the fear of abandonment from friends? Like I had someone close to me, I gave them so many things, helping them through things, and then when I needed someone, they left.
That's... Oh, wow. Fuck. Well, first of all, let me tell you, that's not a friend. You gotta redefine what a friend is in your life. If you need someone and they straight up leave without a proper reason, they're not a friend of yours, man. They're not. At least not one you should have. And a fear of abandonment is rough. It is rough. It's terrifying to feel the risk of being abandoned. It makes you very obsessive at times. It can make you... What I know about a fear of abandonment is that I've had this... I'm not going to name any names because this was real life example, so these people you will never meet. But friend A and friend B in this friend group, right? So friend A had abandonment issues, and because of a previous experience outside of our friend group. So friend A and friend B both joined our friend group, and we are good friends with them all, blah, 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 blah. But because of the traumatic experience that friend A had, which is why they have this fear of being abandoned, they were very obsessive over friend B. Because they're like, this is the one person who will not leave me because they're still with me, and I need this person in my life. So any single time friend B would do something without friend A being involved, they'd get worried. Because their fear of being abandoned would start triggering it. So, and this is what I did at the time, because they came to me. I don't know why, but they came to me. And they were like, how do I stop? And I just asked, I gave them a really dumb story, but for them it so happened to work. I told them, like, if this person, the person who you are obsessing over, kinda, if they were to go out there and try to plan you a surprise birthday party, would you want to be there? They're like, no. It's like, exactly. I know that it's rough to feel like you have no one and feel the risk of being left alone entirely. But it is okay to, at times, be alone. And if you're truly afraid that your friends will leave you, then try to plan stuff out. Think of activities or things you're going to do where you're guaranteed to see them and where you are guaranteed to talk to them, meet them, run into them again. Look at the future. Don't think of the now. If you're afraid that your friends are going to leave you on Thursday, but you know that you're going to go have fun with them on Saturday, think of that. Don't think of now. But that's my advice, because I've never had the fear of abandonment. So, if it's sticking, and you need actual help with it, reach out to someone. Someone with a professional, like, somebody who, as a lovely person once put it, someone who's paid to care. Someone who knows what they're doing. But again, that's my advice. I've never had this fear of abandonment.
Fair enough.
Don't know if you want to chime in there, Kat, but that's my...
Nah, I don't know much to say about it. I don't know. Not much to say about that. Okay, let me find another one.
Chat, not every single person, or not every single time that you need to talk to someone, it's instantly therapy. Sometimes you can also just go to like a trusted person at school. We, at least in the Netherlands, we have a system where every single high school and university has a trusted person who literally is paid to be there, so that if somebody has a major issue, they can go to that individual and they can look at steps from there. Therapy is something you can get assigned through people like those, but to instantly go to it is a big jump. Because, again, speaking from the Netherlands, over here, our therapy system is incredibly clogged. I know that I would probably improve who I am as a person if I were to go to therapy, but I know that there's currently a depressed motherfucker out there who needs it way more than I do. So I don't go to therapy because we just don't have many spaces in this country. But there's people you can talk to who are paid to care about who you are and what you want from them without needing to instantly find up a therapist. But again, therapy is great, so if your country has more than enough spaces, go to one, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that's just my opinion on therapy. I'm not a paid professional. Again, this is life advice, but that does not mean I'm right.
Yeah. Well, I have
this is how I look over it.
How do I tell someone I don't want to talk to them without them hating me?
If you don't want to talk to them, why do you care that they don't hate you? That they hate you, or do you mean in the moment?
I think it's like in the moment, not like generally. Like it's like you still want to be friends with them, but you don't want to talk to them right now.
If you just need your own time. Okay, if it's on the internet, then start on Discord. Then start implementing a DNI shield. DNI, do not interrupt, do not disturb, do not interact. Just put in your status DNI. I'm busy right now, and then if somebody goes, "Hey, why aren't you replying to me?" You can literally just take a screenshot of your status, send it to them, and go, "Dude, I'm busy right now. I will get to you when I have the time." And if it's someone in real life, then you just need some alone time. I know I'm starting to sound like a fucking like an old rag with the amount of I'm repeating a lot of information that I've said. Yeah, broken record. That's what I was going for. I'm sounding like a broken record.
An old rag.
An old rag. Sorry, a Dutch director's translation. If it's a friend in real life and you need a second on your own, then they should understand that. That's a very simple. Again, it doesn't make them a terrible person if they don't. But then just tell them, okay, I need my time, and if they don't understand, tell them I will explain it to you, but right now, I need you to leave me alone. I'm not upset at you, but I need you to give me a day, because I need to chill. And then you can just tell them, mate, it's not your fault, you're an amazing friend, but sometimes I just need a second to talk to myself and, be alone.
True and real. Anyway, on that note, I think I'm going to end up stream. It's been 3 hours. This is significantly longer than all my streams go.
Yeah, it's been a good amount of time. It's 2 a.m.
Oh, boy. Wait, Kaja, I want to talk to you more for a second after this, but first I want to end stream.
Yes, that's fine.
So let me
go right ahead.
Log out and end up. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Oh, good. Bye-bye, Chad. Love you guys. Thank you for talking. It was awesome.
All right, chat. We are going to find someone to raid now. Thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed stream. Tomorrow is session, I believe. Lifestyle session. So I will be on tomorrow for session. Yippee! Thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed this little chat. This little chat with Kaja. Go to Kaja's channel if you want to talk more with him as well. He's fucking lovely. He's an awesome guy. Let's raid Misty Cat. /raid Misty Cat. All right, we're gonna go raid Misty. She's lovely. I believe she's doing something on Minecraft. She's expanding the minigame server. So she's really fucking good at redstone. She's awesome. Anyway, we're going to go raid Misty. Thank you all for being here. I'll be live tomorrow for a session. As you know, hopefully some more people will be on LIFESTEAL then. Because it's session, but we'll fucking see, I guess. Everyone's still on that trip, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I will see you all later. Have a lovely, lovely day. Okay. Bye, chat. Thank you all for being here. Bye. Oh, join the Discord. Actually, before I go, join the Discord so you can see when I'm going to be live, if any kind of plans change. Because I think I'm going live an hour earlier tomorrow, but I'll announce it in the Discord. And that's the only way you'll get it. So please look in the Discord. It's very, very important because I don't announce it on Twitter or anything. I only put it in my Discord. So join the Discord because it's important. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you all. More of a deep chat today. I don't normally deep chat like this. So this has been cool. But I will see you all later. Let me put the Discord link in YouTube chat too. There you go. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye, chat.